Yes, 45 seconds. I think I'm ready.
It's time for Grand Rapids Greenway Lightning Hockey on 1320 KOZY, 93.1 FM, and KOZYRadio.com. This game is brought to you by Hibbing Chrysler Center, Computer Enterprises, CarQuest Auto Parts, Woodland Bank, Brookstone Manor, Ford of Hibbing, and Super One Foods. This game's S&S Meats, Dale's Auto Body, and Ray's Sport Marine. Lightning Hockey is also brought to you by Automotive Electric Service, North and Bloom, Lakes Gas Company, Peterson Insurance, Grand Rapids Public Utilities, Clapton Skate, and Lake Country Furniture. Lightning Hockey is also brought to you by Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital, Pekegama Lawn and Sport, First National Bank of Coleraine, Paul Bunyan Communications, and Floor to Ceiling. Lightning Hockey starts now on 1320 KOZY and 93.1 FM.
And good evening and welcome to the IRA Civic Center home game number 1 for the GRG Lightning as we get set for it. And Tom, I'll have you turn the camera so we watch the Lightning warm up. How's that? Looks good to me. As I forget which side people warm up on sometimes. Do the boys warm up down there?
Nope.
I'm just old and senile. The GRG Lightning coming in.
It's a new season, Sheldon.
Okay.
Everything starts over.
Okay, as the GRG Lightning coming in 1-0, a 4-1 win against Bemidji on Tuesday in a game we had here on KOZY, and the Holy Family Catholic Fire, they come in 2-1, so they played 3 games already and had a close one with Hill Murray, and we'll talk about this. This is a very new program. This is just their second year as a standalone program.
Okay, that's why I couldn't find them when I looked back even further. All right, that explains that. Thank you.
They had co-op with Waconia before this.
Okay, all right.
And last year, their first year as Holy Family. Of course, most people have heard of Holy Family Catholic on the boys' side. They've had some standout teams, single A and now double A, I believe, the last 5 or 6 years, maybe even more than that.
Well, for a first-year program last year, I understand that they were going in existence previous,
Yep.
but a nice record. I mean, 16, 6-3, something like that.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's pretty impressive to start your first year like that.
And, of course, they have Eden Prairie, Minnetonka, and Chaska all in their sections. So.
Easy section.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
yeah, had no
Cakewalk.
problems there. Right?
Yeah, and the Thunderhawks, you know, they got their first win last year. I forgot that they started 12-1. I
Yes,
forgot
they did.
that last year.
Yes, they did. And for, you called them the Thunderhawks. I'll do,
right, Lightning, sorry.
We'll do that a few times maybe. I try to catch myself, but for the Lightning, yeah, they started out very good last year, and I would say this year as well. The early part of their schedule not as tough as the later part.
That's the way to do it.
Once they get past the Edina Classic, then all of a sudden you get those, Elk River and Forest Lake and Andover and some of those big section games and some other big AA teams that they play usually come after January.
Right.
This is the pregame show, and again, we have a YouTube stream up. We're also on the FM. We're just anywhere you want to be.
And the JV game, that must have been a pretty good game. It was a 2-1 score. I only saw the third period and some real nice goaltending by Mackenzie Cole for the Lightning. So it was 2-1, though, that the, what are they, the Fire?
The Fire.
The Fire won.
The Holy Family Catholic Fire. And we will take our first break, and when we come back, have Brad Hyduk, head coach of the GRG Lightning. You're listening to Lightning Hockey on 1320 and 93.1 KOZY.
Ray's Marine is a fourth-generation business that has been serving the Northland for almost 50 years. Their passionate and experienced sales staff can help you make the right decision when choosing a new boat or pontoon for your family. Whether you're looking for a Lund, Crestliner, Bennington, Mercury, Yamaha, or Honda, Ray's Marine has the boat and motor you're looking for. Visit us on Highway 2 East or on the web at raysmarine.com. Ray Sport and Marine, when your passion is the water.
Once upon a time, there was a sleepy bear in search of a place to nap. Like the inside of a car. A coupe? Too small. An SUV? Too big. A station wagon? Just right. But as his eyelids began to get heavy... Covered it. September 30th, 2013. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Your local Farmers Insurance agents are Bob and Adam Peterson. Call them at 326-5757.
Fall into savings and save up to $1,000 on Stearns & Foster adjustable mattress sets at Lake Country Furniture. All Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses are now on sale, including memory foam, hybrids, and adjustable beds. Come in today and experience the handcrafted comfort and finest materials that you deserve. Get your best night's sleep night after night. Choose from over 30 sets on display during our fall mattress sale. Lake Country Furniture, the Northlands Bedding Headquarters, Southside, Grand Rapids.
Welcome back to the pregame show on KOZY. Brad Hyduk, head coach of GRG Lightning, and one game under your belt, and you know, a couple girls that only had one practice looked pretty good, and I'm thinking especially Callie Reed and Claire Vekic.
Yeah, I thought so. And actually, I thought Kaisa back at D, maybe didn't have her feet, but I liked her decision making and her puck movement, and had the assist on Claire's goal, kind of head matting that pass. So, and Callie, played probably the least volleyball as a ninth grader and actually got some skates in. So I think that showed a little bit, but it also showed that she's a talented little ninth grader that as she gets better here is gonna do some good things for us. And Claire's Claire, even in the third period, Claire was Claire. So, it was she wasn't, things were burning on her just because it's not the same motions and same muscles and all that stuff, but. You're on the road. The first game, it would have been easy to be wide eyes and not play well, but I thought the girls played well, and then to their credit, obviously, when the game got tied and we don't have our best player for a long stretch, we responded really well and had to go out and win that game.
Well, and you say didn't have your best player, but I'm not sure if Mercury Bischoff was not your best player on the ice in the third period for sure, because what poise, and she really showed something as a seventh grader.
Yeah, I thought, she's there for a reason. You don't have seventh graders play varsity very often. You got to be diligent in that decision, but I think you saw some of why that is the case. The game-winning goal in her first game, and I liked her first period. And then, I think the flow of the game and the physical part, maybe not so much the middle of the game. And then without Claire there, give credit to all of them. The two centers, Jordan and Ellie, pretty much went every other with different lines. So our chemistry, and we had to kill some penalties through that stretch as well. So and then Mercury, not just the. She had a breakaway there in that mix. The composure she showed up front, a lot of players are just bad at that puck, loose puck. She actually corralled it and made a nice skill play in tight, and then the play to set up the third goal as well was Merck. And it's actually probably her, her best part of her game is her heads up. She's moving the puck and really wise beyond her years in terms of playing hockey.
And what I liked as much as anything is right before the assist, she had the puck with a very tight angle but an open net and was not able to thread the needle. And instead of hanging her head after missing an open net, dug the puck out and set up her cousin for the goal.
Yeah, in her short hockey career, she has had the puck on her stick in tight places a lot, and I'm sure has had, those aren't even 50-50. You're lucky if you score 10, 15% of the time in those tight areas, and I think she's used to that puck is down low where she likes to be anyway, so she was able to pursue the puck and continue to make a play, and it does show her hockey IQ, and like I said, when you have young players like the Molly Pierces and the Callies and her that have that type of poise at a very young age, it's promising, and then to know that they, with some of the upperclassmen, aren't going to be relied upon fully. But as it turns out, they were. So, so it was good, obviously exciting for us as a team to kind of have some of those dividends early on and reinforce some of what we've been talking about.
Taking on Holy Family Catholic, I believe this is a new team on your schedule, right?
Yeah, they're in their third year as a private program. They used to be combined with a Northwest Metro team. Kind of 94 corridor, and the nature of private schools have recruited themselves a really nice young team, skilled team, and some see them as kind of the third team in that Section 2 with Minnetonka and Eden Prairie. So I think at the end of the year, they're going to be right there with a chance to upset. So yeah, we're excited to have them. They reached out to us. People love to make the trip to Grand Rapids, and them playing AA was kind of easy for us. And we had a team to replace early in the year, so it worked out, and we're excited to have a new team on the schedule.
And with that team that you haven't played, you mentioned young talent, but do you know anything specifically about some of the talent here?
I do a little bit. They've even had kind of some turnover over the off season, losing some players back to their public schools and then gaining some players from some public schools. So they're not the same team they were last year, just a year older type thing. They have a good goaltender, although they lost their top goalie to the boys program for Holy Family. Real fluid situation in the off season. But I've watched film already this year. Their 3-2 Hill Murray game on Tuesday. I have a pretty good idea of how they play and what they like to do. And obviously we still got to go out and play our game, but it's still nice to know what teams are trying to do on the ice, and we'll kind of watch that tonight and see if that's how they continue to play. And I feel like we're planned for that part of it. Now we just energy, effort, and go play our game.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
And that is head coach of the GRG Lightning, Brad Hyduk, as we get set for Grand Rapids Greenway hockey tonight from the IRA Civic Center. And anything stood out to you in that interview, Tom?
I think he saw the same things we saw, and I'm glad the way he's just kind of going to bring that 7th grader along, just kind of nice and slow, I think. He doesn't want to rush her. She sees the rink extremely well, and I'm talking about Mercury Bischoff, and I think she's got a real hockey IQ, a real high one.
I agree.
And then I think once some size gets into her, which maybe that comes, maybe it doesn't, but you always get stronger as you get older. So once that happens, some of the other parts of her game will really come into play. And you didn't notice a lack of that because she knows where to go. But if she, didn't know what she was doing, maybe she'd be in the work a little bit more and getting the puck taken away from her in that case.
Well, and if she ends up like all the other Bischoffs I've seen, she may not get very tall, but she's going to get stockier and stronger. No question.
Stronger on the skates will be good for her because, like I say, she sees the rink incredibly well. And there's a number of, I don't think he mentioned the defensive play in front of their goaltender. The goaltender had a great job, Trask. But the defensive play, I like that in front of the goaltender. Most of that game, only a few mistakes that they made down there. So I'm looking forward to tonight's game because I think a little bit higher caliber than Bemidji, and we'll see if that's true.
I would agree with you. I'm looking forward to a good one tonight. We'll take another break. Be back with head coach of the Holy Family Fire, Randy Keppel. You're listening to it on 93.1 and 1320 KOZY.
Built to last, built for fun. Now at Pokegama Lawn and Sport, discover the ultimate way to play for all seasons with a Glacier Ice House. Built right here in Minnesota, Glacier Ice Houses are not your typical ice shack. They're engineered top to bottom, from the most reliable truss roofing system on the market down to the strongest axle design. From the tighter sealing RV grade windows to the durability of the all-cedar interior. You'll see for yourself how Glacier Ice Houses set them apart from the competition. Check them out now at Pokegama Lawn and Sport in Grand Rapids. Glacier, the ultimate way to play.
So you're ready to buy a new car, but where do you go with so many dealerships out there? Where do I go? Who can I trust? Where can I get the best deal? Well, at Hibbing Chrysler Center, you'll come into an environment that will be stress-free. You're sure to find the perfect vehicle on their huge lot, but if by chance they don't have what you're looking for, they'll get it for you. At the Hibbing Chrysler Center, you'll get straight talk without double talk. Hibbing Chrysler Center on the Beltline in Hibbing.
This is your big chance to buy some of the finest furniture made in America, along with quality home decor at its best price of the year. Shaw Florist's big sale is going on right now in downtown Grand Rapids. Beautiful quality furniture that can be handed down for generations to come, along with creative gift items by local artists and our new Christmas holiday home decorating lines. Don't miss Shaw Florist's biggest sale of the year. Sale ends Saturday, November 16th.
Welcome back to the pregame show on KOZY with Randy Keppel, head coach, Holy Family Catholic Fire, and the long trip to Grand Rapids and a new team on your schedule.
Yeah, absolutely. We like to get the kids up into places that they don't normally get to see, and Grand Rapids is one of the best hockey towns in the state, if not the country. So why not bring them up here and show them what GR about and what Northern hockey's about. So.
And I know I asked Metro coaches this all the time. Do you see a difference in Northern Minnesota hockey, girls and boys?
I think it varies from year to year, and you tend to hear that it's a little bit more physical up here and that type of stuff. But I think it kind of goes ref to ref, game to game, team to team, that type of stuff. So.
Holy Family, a fairly new girls program, at least doing it just from your school, and talk a little bit about how that's gone building a new program. Is this your second or third year?
This is our second year as a solo program. It's my third year with the program. We were a co-op with Waconia the previous season, and then the school admin and everybody felt that we were able to pull off the numbers and that type of stuff. And we've had great family support through it all, and kids have see what's going on. It's we're out in Victoria, Minnesota, so it's a little bit of a drive, not necessarily right in the metro area. So kids aren't coming from all over the metro. Where most of our kids are from the West Metro area, but it's been great. We've had supportive kids. I think we're up to 25 skaters this year, 3 goalies. One of our goalies jumped over to play with the boys at Holy Family this year. We would have been at 4, so it's been a great deal. Kids get to play and they're having a blast.
Well, yeah, and I just kind of group you with the Metro, but there's a lot of difference between Holy Family and Hill Murray, for instance.
Yes, absolutely. We just played Hill last week, and I think it took us. We left Victoria at 3:00 or 3:15. I think we pulled into Hill at 4:40. So, yeah. I mean, it was a good hour and a half drive for us. So, it's on the other side of town there, but it's great. And right now we're attempting to play as tough a schedule as we can play. And wanting to get as much. Throw some adversity in these kids, and we have a bunch of young kids, and get them. Used to the speed and the power and where they have to get to for the goals they want to get to with their careers.
Well, and you got a tough section that you're competing in, and certainly I'm sure you're building for that and wanting to play some good hockey in February.
Absolutely, and that's one of the things, and everybody understands, the best thing about Minnesota high school hockey, it doesn't really matter what happens now. There's 3 games that really comes down to come that section time, and then if you're fortunate enough to move on from there. But you got to be prepared. We have Eden Prairie, Minnetonka, Chaskachan's a heck of a team this year. Shakopee's a heck of a team. I mean, we have some good teams in our section that it'll be a dogfight up and down. All of them. So we want to be as prepared as we possibly can for those 3 games. Hopefully 3 of them.
Are there specific players we should really keep our eye on tonight that are your leaders here early in the year?
We've been fortunate. We have 4 seniors on our team, 4 senior skaters, and the rest we have are freshmen and sophomore. Our 4 seniors have come out of the gate and really kind of taken charge, which we love to see because we need them if we're going to be successful. We have a ton of talent in our younger grades, in our 9th and 10th grades. We have a ton of talent. And I think maybe the 4 seniors have gotten a little sick of hearing about how talented they are and kind of said, hey, don't forget about us, which has been great because the 4 of them are just fantastic kids, and they're playing up to their level right now, and hopefully they continue to push that level because they elevate everybody's game. So it's been fun to watch those 4 really take their games to the next level compared to last year.
Well, I know it's fun to have a new program, another good AA program on the Rapid schedule, and welcome to Grand Rapids.
Absolutely.
Good luck tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you much.
And that is head coach of the Holy Family Catholic Fire, or HF Fire, Holy Family Fire. What do you want to go with?
There you go. The Fire is simple.
Yeah, the Fire. Yeah, just like I think the last volleyball game I did at State, it was Belgrade Bruton El Rosa. It was just BBE.
Right.
you couldn't, and GRG, that works too.
Right.
But
it was interesting, talking in there about we lost our best goalie
to the boys team,
the boys varsity team.
Well, and current UMD ladies goaltender Maddie Rooney, who also played for the national team, played for the Andover Husky boys team her senior year.
No
Maybe her
kidding.
junior and senior.
Probably
I'm not
junior
sure.
if she went to the national team, because I think that's they got 118 and under and maybe a 21 and under national
Yeah, no,
team.
I think she played right through her senior year and was the starting goaltender for the Andover Huskies. Back in 2016 maybe. And so that, if you want to
that's
really
no slouch of a program either.
No, it's not. It is not, and she played well for Andover. So it can happen, and I assume we'll see Holy Family up here later in the year on the boys program.
Right, that'll be fun.
But right now we have girls hockey. We've got a new sheet of ice, and teams are getting last-minute instructions. We should get out and get starting lineups and the drop of the puck shortly. We only have one game on the air all of next week as far as high school games, and that is a week from tomorrow. The Grand Rapids Thunderhawk boys team opens their regular season against Benilde St. Margaret here at the IRA Civic Center, and that should be a whale of a game.
That should be fun. I know I'm going to miss it, but boy, when I saw that on the schedule, I thought, boy, that's a way to start the season, right off the bat.
Well, you go right off the bat with a top 5 program in the state this year, at least as far as preseason rankings. From what I've seen, everything has been Benilde right up there this year. So we'll see. Sometimes preseason rankings don't always come to fruition, do they?
That's right. And all we got to do to forget about preseason or anything is look back to Stanley Cup champions last year. Worst on January 3rd to 1st by the time the Stanley Cup championship rolls around.
I still, and I don't know why I remember this. I remember Boudreaux sometime in it wasn't January 3rd, but it might have been, 10th, 12th.
Okay.
St. Louis had started to play some better hockey, but they were still way down in the standings. He said, man, it's wide open this year. Even St. Louis thinks they have a chance to make the playoffs. Well,
he got it right.
He got it right. Not only a chance to make the playoffs, a chance to put their names on the Stanley Cup.
Right.
So yeah, preseason isn't always the final word on that.
Did you watch the Wild win last night against Goligoski's, let's see, where's he at?
Arizona.
Yeah, the
Arizona.
Coyotes.
I did. I saw Goligoski take a penalty.
Did you?
Forget who he grabbed. Maybe Hartman or someone went around him and caught him a little flat-footed. But it was a good game. I did not watch the third period. I was headed to bed by then, but did see the winning goal. Didn't know it was the winning goal for sure. As, Jordan Greenway showing off his fine soccer skills.
I saw that, yeah.
I mean, not that he kicked it. It wasn't close to kicking it, but going off his leg, not off his stick.
Right.
And
what did you think of the? See, we got a little time.
We do have a little
the
bit
helmet
of time.
against the the quarterback.
Okay, so wow. See, that is why young and flexible people work at that job, because if I did that, you might be carting me off.
You'd still be there.
I'd still be laying down on the bench as we have a camera person and a camera person in training on the YouTube stream. By the way, go to KOZYradio.com. Look at the front page. The Twitter feed will have a link right to the YouTube stream.
And also, I don't know if you know this yet, 93.1 on your FM dial will bring you this same darn broadcast, and you can get it south of town. That's all I'm going to say.
With the highest of fidelity.
That's correct.
Or as Tim likes to say, the highest of phi. We do not know what phi is. But
high five.
But it's high. Yeah, we've been very excited to be on the FM dial. And like you said, on Tuesday, we listened to it almost to Cass Lake. No, it comes in over to Hibbing, up close to Big Fork, down
short of Aiken, I think.
Yeah, yep, somewhere down around Highway, is it 210?
210, yeah.
210 there south of Hill City. So nice to have a little bit better coverage for the nighttime hours.
Yeah, and I don't know that people understand that there's a pattern thing, and at night some of it goes north and it's not in a diameter from Grand Rapids. And
on the AM side.
On the AM side. And, geez, I remember the old days when we'd shut down at Sunset and send that north. Sometimes you could get them up on the border, up in Ely, but you still couldn't get them in
Hill City.
Pokegama Lake.
Yeah, 9 Mile Corner. You couldn't find it.
So this is all good, all better.
And here are your starting lineups. First, Holy Family Fire. Cecily Cronin starts at the one wing. Grayson Limke. I don't think any relation to Lamke. There's a letter different. Number 19, and 2 goals and 2 assists in 4 games played. And Caitlin Rock with a goal and 2 assists on the right side. Defenseman will be number 16, Maddie Morgan, and number 22, Olivia Paidash. And goaltender is number 30, Sedona Blair. And for Holy Family, we mentioned that basically no junior class.
Right.
Just the way it works out. They've got 4 seniors and then a bunch of freshmen and sophomores.
Yeah, and I think they have 1 junior, and that's the backup goaltender.
Yeah.
But, yeah, among their leading scorers, I think are 4 seniors and 3 juniors, and they're all pretty close in points.
For the GRG Lightning, and unless Brad Hyduk throws a curveball at me, this will be the starting lineup. He was laughing at me in pregame on Tuesday. He will start Claire Vekich, junior center, BSU commit, had the first goal of the season, and he said Claire being Claire, it was just her competitive fire, said something to the ref and got a misconduct, missed most of the third period, and the rest of the team picked her up. Mercury Bischoff, the 7th grader that we've talked a lot about, a goal and an assist. She plays on the right side, and Amber Elich, junior left winger, and she had no points her first game, and for her career, 6 goals and 17 assists. And on defense, Caden Broking, senior on the left side, and Hannah Marks, senior on the right side. And Hannah and Claire are the captains of this Lightning team. Emily Trask, senior, will play in net. And you mentioned it, she had a very good game against Bemidji, especially in that, I'm going to say the first 7 minutes of the third period.
Yeah, I was just going to say sometime in that third period that Grand Rapids had, the Lightning had a hard time getting it out of the zone, and Trask, with some good help from the defense, at least getting, stopping the rebounds from getting on net, but Trask would make that first save, and I guess from seeing that, I'm going to expect big things from her this year.
And for the Lightning, a little bigger maybe on defense than what they've been the last few years. I think of some of the defensemen like Quinn Cassell and so on that were a little smaller. There's another one whose name escapes me. But you look here, Hannah Mark, Caden Broking, Kaiser Reed, all pretty good-sized defensemen.
Yeah, and they know what to do with the puck defensively and moving it up the ice. I like the way they all did that, and they also do a pretty good job on the blue line and keeping the puck in.
We'll take a break for the national anthem and come back with the drop of the puck. You're listening to Lightning Hockey on 1320 and 93.1 KOZY.
Nothing is more frustrating than getting into a project and realizing that you don't have the tools or supplies to finish the job. Hi, I'm Bob Kurtz with Minnesota Wild. Cole Hardware in Grand Rapids makes all of your home improvement and maintenance projects easier with a wide range of parts and tools to help you fix, build, or create just about anything. Cole's staff is always ready to help you find what you need. They say Cole's have it, and they do. Cole Hardware on the corner of Highways 169 and 2 in Grand Rapids.
You've got a lot more going for you with Hank Hardware Hank. When you need to find a part at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Great gift ideas for that do-it-yourselfer. Save $30 on a Tech Correct 48-piece black chrome socket set with case. Also save $20 on a Whistler digital wireless backup camera. All in stock and ready to go. Great prices every day at CarQuest Grand Rapids.
Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
I would like to commend Dale's Auto Body for the excellent job, great service, and great attitude of their employees. Good job, and thanks, Dale's Auto Body.
I was so impressed with the clean shop and organization. My car looks better than new. I'll never go anywhere else. Dale's kept me informed on everything, and their service was above and beyond.
At Dale's Auto Body, their commitment doesn't stop with the vehicle. It applies to outstanding customer service, too. Dale's Auto Body, Grand Rapids.
Hi, my name is Christy Poling. I work in graphic design and marketing at Grand Rapids State Bank. I have the opportunity to help shape a concept for marketing purposes. So I work with writers and photographers to make that concept come alive. My ideas are always considered. I know I've earned the respect of people here, and that makes it possible for me to continue making a positive impact. I think that's true for anyone. When you're valued and appreciated, you feel better about yourself. This is my community and my bank.
Member FDIC, Grand Rapids State Bank, Equal Housing Lender.
And we are just about set for hockey action here at the IRA Civic Center. So there's a warning when you walk in that the roof may fall in on you. That bother you at all?
No, my wife asked me, which rink are you playing in, the safe one or the other one? I said, I'm sure we're in the safe one.
No, they're all safe, right?
Right.
But I did talked at length to Dale Anderson
all
here,
right.
and they're working on getting on state bonding and also hopefully passing a smaller sales tax referendum next fall, and hopefully getting the funding to replace the roof here, not next summer, but
It'll
probably
be a
the
while
summer
off
after.
yet,
Yeah.
huh? Okay.
So it's in the works.
It's kind of a shame. I mean, this is a historic place. You come in and you see these rafters. It's neat. It's like
It is
being in,
neat.
Hodgins Barato, and then you go over to Miners Memorial, and then you go over to Virginia, and that one's coming down next year too.
Yep.
So-
And also Hibbing Memorial, I guess, has had a huge facelift now,
Right.
and I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, it's really nicely done. Painted it some colors that match up to Hibbing, and yeah, it's all nice.
And here we go. We are underway as Holy Family going right to left, and Lightning going from left to right. Puck back into the Lightning zone. Back to get it. Hannah Mark tries to move it up ice, and she will. Here comes Vekic. Vekic moves through, has a breakaway, comes in, centering, passing.
There it is. Holy cow.
Amber Elich, that turned into a 2-on-0, and Amber Elich makes it 1-0, just 19 seconds into this game.
That's a good way to start. Get that fast start on a good team. And that was a nice play. Set it up just perfect, tapped it in. Elich, number 7, and Vekic, number 8.
And I'm not sure, there's probably a second assist to the defenseman who moved that up. I believe Hannah Mark, but don't quote me. Nope, just one assist is all I heard.
Yep, that's
Is that
it.
what you got?
Yep.
As the puck got just at the Holy Family line, it will come out to center ice as Tremblay. Tremblay moves it ahead to Pierce, and Pierce will lose it to Lauren Hickey, who moves it into the Lightning zone. Back to get it there is Reed. Kaiser Reed moves it to the near side. Here's Pierce. Pierce tries to move it ahead. Can't do it. That's kept in on the point by Wojtke. Wojtke moves it deep behind I say Rapids, right? The Lightning net. Out to center ice. That's broken up, and back come the Fire. Charchenko moves it around. Charchenko has it poked off her stick. As the Lightning turnover in their own zone, puck in the faceoff circle comes loose. Shot doesn't get through. Still fought for. That one does get through. Oh, what a poke check by Trask. Thought that Cecily Cronin had an open net. And now another save by Trask. Puck right in on her. And right now, Holy Family down 1-0, but applying the pressure to the Lightning net. Wraparound comes out front. Shot saved by Trask, and she holds on.
That was some great goaltending by Emily Trask. The final move came out, cut off the angle, gave the shooter that started with an open net nothing to shoot at once Trask got there. Man, that puck sat in front in skates for what, 5 seconds there that no one could get to it?
Seemed like a long time as Taylor Keppel takes the draw against Vekic. Vekic wins that draw, comes out to center. Back to get it was Maddie Morgan. And I believe we have an icing call against the Fire, and the faceoff will come back in the Fire zone to the left of goaltender Sedona Blair. Faceoff won by the Lightning. Back to Hannah Mark at the point. She'll shovel it deep in the corner. Back to get it is Vekic. Vekic plays it back to Mark. Mark tries to play it quickly across to Broking, but it comes outside the zone. Broking shoots it back in. Lightning making changes, and circling her own net and coming out is Maeve Kelly. Kelly moves it ahead to Moss. Moss centering pass. Great save by Trask, and the puck goes behind the net. Tremblay moves it to the far side. Shots on goal are 3-1 Fire. And I would say the Fire have had the better chances, but the Lightning lead 1-0 on a beautiful goal from Vekic to Elich.
Yeah, the Lightning made their one chance count, and they've had 3 quality shots, the Fire has.
Shot hits a body in front and goes wide. Back to the point, and it will slide to the point, not out. Shot right on, and there was a Fire player right there looking for the tip. Now here's Caitlin Rock fighting for it along the half wall. Lightning there as well. 3 players, 2 in white, and actually now 4 players, 5 players. We might as well just send them all to the corner. Now a centering pass. Trask blocks that. Out to the point, not out. Shot hits a skate and goes wide. Puck still in the Lightning zone as they struggle to clear it. Centering pass slides across off of Rockstick, and now the Lightning finally get it out to center. Back come the Fire, shot right on. That's turned aside by Trask. Fighting for it is Tilma, but she can't control it. Shot from the point, hits a stick. Not sure if it went wide or got on net. Lauren Hickey was right in front looking for the rebound. And the redirect, Broking behind the net to the point, not out. And right now, the Lightning not able to do anything with as a wraparound shot. Oh, Trask barely gets to that. And the Lightning will relieve the pressure by shooting it down the ice, and we'll have an icing call.
No, they waved it off early.
Oh, waved it off right away.
Yeah.
Okay. But that shift, the Fire just bottled the Lightning up in their own zone. They're out shooting the Lightning 6-1. Lightning still lead 1-0.
Well, Trask looks really confident in nets. Hopefully she can stay that way.
Wow.
Getting peppered.
Out front. That will go off the stick of Waitke into the corner. Lightning still can't clear it. And right now the Lightning, I can't remember the last time they won a battle for a 50-50 puck other than maybe the Claire Vekic rush.
Yeah, they look fast, the Fire does, and right now they're taking it to the Lightning.
And they're in every passing lane when the Lightning try to come out of the zone. In her own zone, Hannah Mark puts it out to center. Intercepted there by Cronin. Cronin will get into the zone and dump it deep into the Lightning zone. Mark shuffles it around behind the net. And Cronin just kept going after it. Got to it at the point before it went out and cycled it back deep. Now there to get it is Jazzy Bischoff. Had her first varsity goal. Shot right on pad. Save. Rebound, and Trask will cover it for a faceoff. 10:44 to go first period. 1-0 Lightning.
Nice goaltending again. That's pretty much the positive for the Lightning right now. Trask, that was a beautiful butterfly pad save, and then got to the rebound, smothered it up. Let's thank Hibbing Chrysler Center, CarQuest Auto Parts, Computer Enterprises, and Woodland Bank for bringing you Lightning hockey on KOZY.
Face off to the left of goaltender Emily Trask. Goes behind the Lightning net. Centering pass. Actually now the puck at the post, and that's knocked away by Trask. Working her way out is Tilma. Tilma moves it ahead. After it there is Callie Reed. Reed can't get to it, as moving it out is Paydash. That's stopped by the Lightning. Again, shots on goal at 7-1 right now for Holy Family. As Tilma shoots it deep, Lightning make changes. Back to get it is Maddie Morgan for the Fire. She'll leave it there, and coming back is Josie Lynn. Lynn out to center ice, and here come the Fire with some speed. Hickey, Lauren Hickey, centering pass.
Nice job defending by Broking.
Back to the point, kept in. Shot that's stopped by Vekic in front of the net, and Vekic has the puck go off her backhand. Comes back, still fighting for it. Fanning on the clearing pass was Molly Pierce. Centering pass doesn't get out there. Now Reed, Kaiser Reed behind the net, shovels it to the far side. After it is Elich. Elich doesn't get there in time. Play it up to the point, kept in by the Fire off of a shin pad. Oh, and there's going to be a penalty on Vekic. She knows it, and she's like, I was just going hard after the puck, but it sounded worse than it was.
Yeah, because it was right here in front of us and against the boards, and comes at 9:10 here this first period. Power play, first one for the Fire. Looks like the referee's debating whether that's longer than 2 maybe.
Ooh.
Or maybe discussing where the face-off. Oh, they're giving 5.
They are giving her 5 for boarding. Ouch. I'll be honest, I don't really like that call. It was a penalty.
I think it was more people going to the boards to fight for the puck, not someone coming behind.
Exactly. It was just the fact that Claire was stronger.
Right.
But it is a 5-minute major.
Like the Lightning needed that in this case.
Exactly.
Being outshot 7-1 already.
Into the corner as Hickey will move it back to the point, get a return pass. Lauren Hickey in front, looking for the tip was Josie Lynn. Can't find that. Now Lynn again. Lynn at the half wall, turns, dumps it behind the net for Keppel. Taylor Keppel back to the point now to Kelly. Kelly down low for Hickey, working it around the outside. Hickey again. Now high slot, move it toward the net as the Lightning, Kaiser Reed misplayed it, and a shot right on. Trask makes that save. Minute gone in the 5-minute power play. Puck comes right out in front, shot goal as that goes across, and I believe that will be Josie Lynn, number 18, with the goal to tie it up.
She's only a 7th grader too.
Oh no, number 19,
okay.
Sorry, Grayson Limke. And Limke's another 9th grader.
Yeah, right.
So on the 8th shot, we're tied up at 1, and Claire can't come out of the penalty box on that major penalty. She has to stay in for another 4 minutes.
They can just keep scoring and just have to sit in the box. It's really a tough penalty to take, and when they call it, it's really hard on the team.
Yes, it is.
Especially when you question that call.
Shot doesn't get through, and that shot does. Nice save by Trask. Puck loose. It'll slide behind the net. Fire continue to apply pressure. Cronin comes back to the point. Shot right on. Rebound cleared away. Backhanded to the point. Kept in momentarily. Now it'll be shot out to center ice. And back to get it there is Justina Valentini. Valentini comes in. Shot goes just wide of the net. Back to the point, it comes to Paulson. Paulson stops, gets a shot, don't know if that got through. Rebound goes to the far side to Valentini. Valentini cycles it down low. 3 minutes left in the major penalty to the Lightning. Back to the point to Paidash. Paidash can't keep it in as Callie Reed hard after it, and she's knocked down. Now the puck back into the Lightning zone. Shot right on off the stick of Paidash, and saved by Trask. Will have a face-off.
Yeah, she couldn't keep it in at the blue line, but then she chased the puck down about mid-ice, got it at the blue line, turned around, all the way down, the shot on Trask. Here we go.
Centering pass hits a skate, and getting it out is Tremblay. 2:37 left in the major penalty for boarding to Claire Vekic. Clearing pass that is intercepted, but now shot down the ice, and Maeve Kelly has to go back for it. Coming out to center ice is Morgan. Morgan scoots her way down the near side, all the way deep into the Lightning zone. Hannah Mark will move it to the point, not out, kept in there by Kelly. They'll try again. Now Tremblay on the backhand, can't get it out. Very nicely disciplined team, Holy Family. They move it to the open spot very quickly, don't they?
Yep. They're patient, but they're very quick to move it. Once they get it, they look, see who's open, and they keep doing it.
Shot actually centering pass, tipped just wide. They cycle it behind the net. That centering pass was blocked by Mark, and the Lightning looking like they have a little tired legs right now on defense.
I don't even think they have the strength to clear it if they get it on their stick.
And Holy Family making, changing a body at a time. And the Lightning, of course, not able to do that. Coming in is Kelly. Shot doesn't get through. Backhanded to the side wall. Definitely not close to clearing. Now here's Cronin. Cronin leaves it behind. She'll play it back to the point to Kelly. Kelly cycles it to Cronin on the near side. 1 minute left in the Lightning penalty. Lightning move it all the way down. Try to make complete changes. Nice job by Blair putting it all with the long pass out to
the
blue line.
They got everybody off, but just barely because of that long pass.
Now another shot all the way down the ice, and Blair will bring that out to center with Paydash. Paydash into the zone. Still fighting for it. Sharp angle shot sticked into the corner by Trask. Now back to the point. Here's Moss. Moss has a go off her stick. Vekic just about ready to come out with 8 seconds left. Puck at center ice. Here's Charchenko. And Vekic back out on the ice. And not staying on the ice, interestingly enough. Reed, Kaiser Reed behind her net. Moves it to Bischoff. That's Mercury Bischoff. Out to center. She'll move it down the ice, and we're going to have an icing call on the Lightning. 1-1, 3:49 to go, first period.
I think that D could have played that one, and they could have waved that one off. But let's thank a few sponsors for bringing you Lightning hockey on KOZY, such as Brookstone Manor, Ford of Hibbing, Super One Foods, Move It, Real Estate Sisters, Grand Rapids State Bank, and Range Bottle Gas. Thank you, one and all.
Face-off will be to the left of goaltender Emily Trask. The Lightning still just have that one shot on net. How's that?
As long as it's in the net, that's all that counts, because it's tied still at 1-1.
Face-off to the left of Trask. Tilma getting kicked out of the face-off circle. Shot from the point goes wide. Mark chases it to the half wall, moves it past and gets it out to center. Here comes Pierce. Pierce centering pass, spin around shot right on. Nice save by Blair.
Nice job to get that on net by Tilma. That was a nice spin around as you described it.
Now Kemp behind her own net. She'll move it to the far side to Paulson. Paulson shoots it out to center. Picking it up there is Mark. Mark loses it. Shot that hits Mark and goes out of play. Now behind the net, looking for it there is Caitlin Rock. Now to Morgan. It comes out to center ice, and Maeve Kelly picks it up for the Fire. Into the Lightning zone. Backhanded clearing, doesn't get out. And going for it was Cronin. Nice back-checking job by Vekic. Now here comes Elich. Elich out to center. Goes to the far side, looks to go in with speed. Also out there is Molly Pierce. Now Pierce will finish up the change. To the point, not out, kept in by Reed. Now Vekic shot, that's turned away by Blair. She gets that shot off so quick, doesn't she?
Yeah.
You know, and she's long, lanky, as a shot from the point turned away by Blair. Come back to the point again, kept in again by Zelenak. Now it's backhanded out to center, and Reed, Kaiser Reed, chases it down at her own blue line. Ahead to Bischoff. Bischoff can't control it. Here's Paydash. Minute 48 to go. Tied at 1 here in period 1. Has the puck into the Holy Family zone. Paydash. Or how did he say to how
Paydash.
Paydash. Okay. We'll go with that. In the Fire zone as they come out to center ice with Charchenko. Charchenko loses it there, backhanded into the zone, and Broking back to get it. Broking puts on the brakes, turns right into the forecheck, able to move it ahead to Jade Roloff. Puck to the point, not out, kept in. Final minute of period 1. Broking makes a nice move. Gets it out to center, but not much farther as Valentini takes it over. Now here's Broking. Broking in front of her own net. Gets it out to center, but unfortunately goes off the stick of Tillman back into her own zone. Backhanded deep into the Lightning zone. Centering pass. Trask kicks that into the corner. Now Reed, Callie Reed will dump it deep into the zone. Jazzy Bischoff had started that rush.
Yeah, I think one thing the Lightning will talk about in the second period is quit passing it to them. You know, and part of it is that Holy Family's going to the lane, but you got to recognize that and start moving it elsewhere. If they're, you know, you got to carry it yourself, if nothing else.
They can't be everywhere.
No, that's right. And if you make them come to you, somebody else is going to be open.
Face off to the right of Sedona Blair. Mercury Bischoff taking that face off. With 22 seconds left, puck still in the Fire zone. Trying to work her way in was Bischoff, couldn't do it. Back to the point. I was looking to see if there was a penalty I hadn't noticed. There is not, because Vekic was back on the point there.
Oh, I suppose short-term.
Yeah.
You know, left in the period, so.
And that's why Mercury Bischoff took that first draw.
Well, that, and they threw the initial center out because of the all the late shifting the Lightning were doing.
5 seconds left. Face-off comes out in front and will rebound out to center ice. Vekic back to get it, and the buzzer will go to end period 1. We're tied at 1 after 1. The Fire and the GRG Lightning. You're listening to it on 1320 and 93.1 KOZY.
Does your wedding checklist seem to be getting longer and more stressful? At North and Bloom, we are here to help you check one more thing off your list. We'll make everything from custom bouquets, boutonnieres, centerpieces, and ceremony arrangements that will fit your theme perfectly. Large party or intimate gathering, we'd love to be part of your special day. To request a wedding consult, go to our website at northandbloom.com. North and Bloom, downtown Grand Rapids.
Where do you go when your business needs a website? Where do you go when your business needs networking? Where do you go when your business needs secure data storage? Where do you go when your business needs information infrastructure and server administration? The best in business IT is right around the corner. Paul Bunyan Communications, right here.
There's
there's a new dealer in the area with a new way of doing business, and that dealer is Ford of Hibbing. They have a great selection of vehicles, including F-150s, sport utility vehicles, along with a great lineup of Ford cars. If used is what you're looking for, Ford of Hibbing has over 80 used vehicles in stock, including the largest selection of rental returns in the area. Call or visit for our no-hassle price, or check out our website at fordofhibbing.com. Ford of Hibbing. It's a new way of doing business.
Hi, Mark White, First National Bank of Coleraine. Did you know that more community bank customers prefer to bank online than any other method? We just released a super new online banking program that will make your experience better. Stop in or call one of our experienced experts to get online. The First National Bank of Coleraine, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Ben Gook, physical therapist and certified athletic trainer at Grand Itasca. Our sports medicine team is committed to providing care to our local student athletes. We provide baseline concussion testing at many local schools and help to develop a safe return to play should an athlete have an injury or concussion. The Grand Itasca Sports Medicine Team is your first call for sports injury care. We'll get you back to the game as soon and as safely as possible.
Grand Itasca, part of Fairview Health Services.
Back at the IRA Civic Center, tied at 1 after 1. The Lightning scoring very early in this one, but wow, that was the Emily Trask show to keep it close.
Yeah, it sure was. I mean, at the last couple minutes, finally, I thought the Lightning had, a little bit of offensive time, in the zone down there. Otherwise, it was all Emily Trask keeping the, and not just because a lot of shots. She had some pretty quality shots on her from in tight and from good shooters. They've got 3 or 4 elite hockey players on this Holy Family team, I know the Lightning has some, but they got 3 or 4 that have played summer and fall hockey on the Holy Family team, so.
No question that Holy Family really showed a lot better puck control than the Lightning in that first period. And they also pressured the Lightning. They just forechecked them to death. There was just no time. Lightning looked flustered, running around in their own end a lot.
Right, you got that right with the flustered part. They seem nervous with the puck. They're getting rid of it quickly. Some of them will hold, like Broking, she's pretty patient. She'll hold on and look for the spot. But even she almost passed it right to a Holy Family coming across the blue line. It didn't connect on that one. But, that's one thing I'm sure he's talking about that here. We can't pass to these guys. You got to keep the puck yourself and hit your teammates if you can.
Yeah, absolutely. And I thought Broking had a much better second part. Of the period than the first part. Seemed to settle down and make some better passes. And I'm not sure if Claire playing defense that last shift was, hey, we need some puck control back there.
Maybe so. Maybe that had nothing to do with it being near the end of the period.
Yeah, I don't know.
It might be something we'll see a little more constant in this second period coming up. But
we'll take a break and come back to wrap up first period stats. 1-1 after 1, the Lightning and the Fire on 1320 and 93.1 KOZY.
Cool temperatures and dark evenings mark the time for a new menu at the Timberlake 17th Street Grill. Our chef has created a mouth-watering new menu featuring bacon-wrapped scallops, surf and turf, flatbreads, and many more delicious items. And don't forget to check out our nightly dinner and drink specials. The 17th Street Grill, located in the Timberlake, serves lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday. Stop by and enjoy an evening out at the beautiful Timberlake 17th Street Grill, Grand Rapids.
Range Bottle Gas has been locally owned and operated for 4 generations, and we're ready to meet your propane needs this season. Hi, I'm Scott Peterson of Range Bottle Gas in Coleraine. We offer emergency bulk deliveries, scheduled deliveries, as well as cylinders. Save with our cash discounts and our pre-buy pricing option. For the best in energy and service, count on Range Bottle Gas in Coleraine. Call 245-3870. Propane, the exceptional energy for the Northland.
Computer Enterprises have been taking care of you and your computers for 35 years. The staff at Computer Enterprises lives, works, and plays here, and is a great choice when you need help tackling issues that can arise with your computer, and you know they come up. So go to Computer Enterprises. They're locally owned and work with people you may know and you sure can trust. New location just south of Shaw Florist, Highway 169, downtown Grand Rapids. Computer Enterprises, hands-on for 35 years.
Hi, this is Chuck Miller from Floor to Ceiling Grand Rapids. It's the perfect time to start that home improvement project. You know, when you come to Floor to Ceiling store in Grand Rapids, you're going to get the right products and advice to go with it. Since 1980, we have been your locally owned store offering individualized personal service with competitive pricing on carpet, hardwood, ceramic tile, vinyl, and more. Come see us soon. Floor to Ceiling, Highway 2 West, Grand Rapids.
Between periods 1 and 2, we're tied at 1 here at the IRA Civic Center. And what do you got from period 1, Tom?
Well, a lot of shots on goal by Holy Family. That ended up being 13-2 was the total shots on goal. Only one penalty, but it was a big one. 5 minutes against Vekic for the Lightning, and they did score in the first minute of that, but then they killed off 4 minutes in the zone, but they killed it off without too many more dangerous things. But the scoring was done by Illich, was the first goal 19 seconds in, and Vekic on the helper. And then Limke was the goal scorer for Holy Family with 8:10 left in that period, that power play goal. And there was an assist, but I didn't catch the official ding.
Oh, okay.
But that's Holy Family. So.
I can get it for you, though. You know how good I am.
Well, you got Marvelous Marv down in the box.
I do. And, of course, Marvelous Marv has some extra stats for us. The Lightning were 3 of 10, or 30% on faceoffs, 7 block shots to 2 for Holy Family. That's just because the puck was in the Lightning zone the whole time.
Right.
And, of course, the penalty kill 0 for 1. So, and we'll wait, and in a bit, Marv will give me the assist on that goal.
I think some of those block shots were just didn't know where the puck was and just happened to be standing in front of it.
I'm sure that's true. Holy Family back out on the ice, and I'm sure the Lightning will soon follow, although Coach Hajduk may be taking all of his time to try to
I don't know if you can figure something out to do, as a team, or just to play better hockey is all they got to talk about. I'm not sure. Because Holy Family just looks so fast. Way faster than the Bemidji team we saw the other night.
No question about that. This is a different level of hockey.
Right, and it's not just a couple, 3 players. There's 2 or 3 lines that they just keep running out there, it seems.
So we're waiting for the GRG Lightning. It's 1-1 here. And, of course, we've got state tournament football going on all week. Also, state meet for hockey, swimming. I'm looking at hockey, and hockey came out of my mouth.
Hard ice.
Yeah, hard ice. No, softer water. Softer water. The state swim meet going on tomorrow.
And you're
going
to have a
finals.
report for all of us.
I will. I'm planning on meeting up with head coach Melissa Rousey, maybe a couple of the swimmers on Sunday, and we'll have a full report on Monday morning. Throughout the day on Monday, we'll make sure we get you all the results from the Grand Rapids swim competition down at the state meet at the U of M Aquatic Center, and a nice job. They win section coming out of Section 8, and Section 8 certainly tougher section than what they had been in 4 or 5 years ago in Section 7. And since their move over, I think this is their 3rd year in Section 8, and they weren't that close to a section win the last 2 years. This year they took it away from Detroit Lakes.
Okay, I was wondering who else was the power in swimming in that section.
And some years Bemidji very good as well.
Okay. Well, that's real good. I mean, I love it. I was part of the swimming program when it first started here in Grand Rapids in 1974.
Really?
I was a lifeguard at the pool, and Lenny Roethlisberger started bringing the program on. And, of course, there wasn't an organized team until I was gone. I think it was 77 or 78 that they started having organized swimming. But, yeah, that was in the middle school pool, which I thought was such a new, nice facility back then. It's down now. They leveled it, put up homes.
And I know I'm fairly good friends with Jerry Miniger, who came along a little bit, and Coach Withland for a while, and still referees, still officiates a lot of swim meets in the area. But he said, I wanted to save that middle school pool. I thought we could have saved that and done some different things. But no, the decision was build her all nice and new.
Yeah, and like I say, I was, the first lifeguard there. Me and a brother-in-law right now were the first lifeguards there. But, that had a viewing window in the diving pool. It was a nice setup, I thought.
That's something that you have very, very few places anymore around the state is a separate diving well.
Yeah, right, exactly. Every meet you go to, they got to stop the racing so you can do the diving and then get back to racing.
Yep, with the deep end of the pool where you enter, and that's, of course, the way.
So I don't mean to put you on the spot, but how many individual entrants are down there? 3 or 4?
Let's see, 2 relays. Elsa Viren went in 2 events.
Okay.
And I believe 2 others. So I believe in 4 individual events and 2 relays, but that's off the top of my head.
Congratulations to
and diving.
Okay.
And diving as well. So congratulations to all. And here we go. We're ready for hockey action. The Lightning going right to left, the Fire going left to right. Lightning outshot by a significant amount, 13-2 in that first period, but it's 1-1 on an early goal for the Lightning. Elich from Claire Vekic. Off the faceoff, puck at center ice as it bounces around, and Fire get it to the blue line. Lightning bring it back out. Now here's Elich. Elich reaches for it. Can't move it deep, comes to the point. Nice move there to keep it in by Jazzy Bischoff. Bischoff, just a freshman, but she's a little bigger than her cousin, isn't she?
Yeah. And she probably should have moved towards the slot area instead of trying to take it outside there, because then the defender got her. But did you see the puck stop behind the net?
Now Vekic just shot right on. Yes, I did. A little moisture there behind the net. Comes to the point, kept in by Bischoff initially. Now it comes out, and here's Cronin. Cecily Cronin tries to play it around Kaiser Reed. That doesn't get through. Reed will pinch it off behind the net. Puck taken off her stick. Yeah, there's a little moisture. A couple times now the puck has stopped a bit.
Right.
Nice pass out to center ice, and through center ice, Mercury Bischoff, her shot is blocked at the defense by Keppel. Now Keppel out to center ice. Skating with the puck, goes wide, blocker saved by Trask. Tilma out to center, and now Tilma again. Tilma has Pearson Kelly Reed with her. Shot right on. Blair turns that away. And already I can see what the Lightning are doing. We'll talk about it. We can talk about it now with shot right on, and Trask makes the save. But instead of trying to go to the half wall with that clearing pass, they're going up the middle and outside of the blue line.
Okay. We'll watch for that.
They're running the forward outside or the center up the ice and taking a little longer clearing pass instead of trying to go up the boards all the time.
So the D are probably going to have to carry it a little bit more to make that pass.
Yep. Shot right on, and Trask will make the save.
Hey, let's thank Cole Hardware for sponsoring a Lightning Hockey, the Timberlake Lodge, Shaw Florist, S&S Meats, Dale's Auto Body, and Ray's Sport and Marine. Thank you. Coming to you on KOZY.
Off the faceoff, puck remains in the Lightning zone. Hannah Mark can't find it. Puck shot out to center ice. It'll slide through the defenseman. Coming out to play it is Blair. They were debating icing, and Blair ended that debate. Puck comes back in, delayed offside. Lightning have to clear the zone, and now it's played deep into the Lightning zone. In her own zone, a couple nice moves. Can't control it. Fanning on the shot was Limke. Whistle as Trask thought she had it.
And it's snuck free right in front of the crease area, but then the referee blew the whistle, so no fire on top of that one.
16 and 8 on the assists on the Holy Family goal. That would be Maddie Morgan and Maeve Kelly. Now we're all up to date.
And that's Marvelous Marv helping us out there, right?
He's such a good guy, isn't he?
I'm surprised you're not playing more REO Speedwagon in between.
He is kind of a classic rocker, isn't he?
Yeah.
Limke will take the draw against Claire Vekich to the left of Emily Trask. Tied at 1, 13:55 to go, second period. Puck deep into the Lightning zone. Cronin, that doesn't connect, and out to center ice comes Bischoff. Mercury Bischoff has the puck poked off her stick, moves it to center ice, and Vekich will now gain the blue line. Vekich goes wide, comes in, looks out front. Oh, had Elich all alone. And Elich couldn't pull the trigger, shot right on. Blair makes the save, and she'll hold on.
Vekich actually tried to get that to her twice. Did it once, it came back to her. She tapped it through underneath the goalie one more time and just couldn't put it home.
Well, that's what happened with, I think Elich was trying to one-time the first try.
Right.
And had to bring the stick back and just kind of ruin the timing of that.
The flow was off, baby.
As Vekich wins that one with her skates back to Elich. Elich can't control it, and Keppel will move it to the far side. Collision there, and they say nothing as comes out. That was the best hip check you'll see in a long time.
It stopped it from going forward anymore. Nyson called now on the Fire.
Gopher women's hockey leading Bemidji State 5-1 after one. Gopher men's hockey scoreless after one against Penn State. They've got that Gopher series. That's a big early season series against Penn State in the Big Ten. Hey, they can do to Penn State what the Gopher football team did to them last Saturday. How about them 9-0 Gopher football, that 9-0 Gopher football team?
You know, it's not what I expected at the start of the season when they play some of those weaker teams and they just barely won.
Exactly. They could have started the season 0-3, right?
Right.
Puck into the Lightning zone. Hannah Mark back to get it behind her own net. Also fighting for it there is Tilma. Tilma will come away with it. Double team behind the net. Puck slides out in front. And now comes to Trask, and she'll drop the trapper on it and say, let's do a face-off.
And Trask just kept her eye on the puck, kept her position, waited for it to come free so she could put a mitt on it and hold on to it without any danger to the Lightning. Good job, Emily Trask, once again. In this period, what are shots? Let's see here. 4-3 in this period. A lot different than 13-2 in the first.
It's been a little closer. I agree. The overall play has been a little more even this period than last period, as the Lightning can't get it out to center. Shot comes right on to Trask off of the stick of Wojtke. Now behind the Lightning net. Spin around shot right on, a rebound. And Wojtke can't get it on net. Back to the point, kept in there by Padish. Now moving and out to center ice. No icing, and chasing it down is Jordan Tremblay. But getting there first, turning away from pressure, is Camp. Puck bounces a few times, but does come out to center. Here's Padish. Padish. Angle shot, doesn't get to the net. Caitlin Rock can't control it, and back to get it is Cronin.
Oh. Almost.
Elich almost stole that cross ice pass. Now Bischoff gets knocked down in her own blue line. Behind the net, Mark. Now Vekich can't find it. Centering pass. Nice job by Caden Broking. Wow, nicely done in tight quarters. Gets it all the way to center ice. And now Bischoff puts it deep into the Fire zone. 11:01 to go second period. We're tied at 1. Hannah Mark moves it to the far side. Now Vekich. Vekich stick handles in. No one knows who should touch the puck because there were like 15 players on the ice by the boards, but no one touched it, so no foul there.
Yeah, isn't that always the case? You got 4 guys trying to get off the ice, and that's where the puck comes.
That's right. 4 on, 4 off. I'm sure there were like 8 players right in front of the bench on the ice, and everyone said, I'm not touching it. Good choice. In the Lightning zone. Turning is Hickey. Her shot right on. Rebound. Bounces around. Lightning will backhand it to the point and get it out. Kelly quickly cross ice to Paulson. Sidney Paulson moves it in deep, chases after it. Centering pass, that goes through everybody and slides out to center. And we have a whistle, offside call against Holy Family.
Oh, high stick.
Oh, a high sticking call. There we go.
Huh.
Taylor Keppel takes the high stick, 9:56 to go. The Lightning will have a power play as the faceoff comes in to the left of goaltender Sedona Blair. After this game, we will join Gopher basketball, which will be in progress. We should get the second half in for you, I'm thinking, of Gophers and Utah out at Salt Lake City. Back to the point to Vekic. Vekic to Broking. Broking tries to go to the slot, bounces off a stick there, and it's shot down the ice. Vekic back to get it. Boy, Holy Family doesn't waste any time, do they? They just come right after you. They don't wait. Vekic drops it for Bischoff. Bischoff, far side shot, saved by Blair, and kicks it into the netting behind her.
And so far, Vekic has only been on D for the power play, right?
Yes.
I haven't seen her in that position.
Correct.
Like we did at the end of the first period. Well, we got a chance. Why not think Automotive Electric Service? North and Bloom, Lakes Gas Company. I can get that out. And Peterson Insurance.
Nicely done.
Yeah, right.
Back into the Lightning zone and a turnover. Short-handed with 1:12 left to go, but the Fire with the puck. Move it deep for Paulson, but it slides past her. Trying to move it out is Reed. Fight for the puck there, along with Caitlin Rock. And here come the Lightning out to center. And we have an offside call is just sneaking in. Offside was Tremblay on the near side. 55 seconds left in the Lightning power play. Faceoff will come outside the Holy Family blue line on the offside.
Not too many dangerous chances yet.
No, the one with Claire on the rush.
Yep, got to get it in the zone now.
But it's shot down the ice into the Lightning zone. Vekic will move it to Broking. Broking out to center. Broking continues to lug the puck, gets it deep, but then loses it. Cruising there was Bischoff, couldn't quite find it. Puck shot into the zone, delayed offside. Lightning cleared the zone, and Padish back to get it. 25 seconds left in the Lightning power play. Vekic can't keep it in at the point. Now Broking, long shot, will get through. Callie Reed tries to play it back to Vekic. Now it will come back to Vekic. 7 seconds left in the power play. Broking shot, turned aside by the blocker of Blair. Both teams at full strength. As Vekic tries to move in as the puck poked off her stick. Vekic gets it back again. Moves it to Broking. Broking cranks up the slap shot that goes wide. To the point. Played just out to center, and now the puck out of play. And we'll have a whistle on a face-off.
On that last slapper from Broking, at least there were some Lightning in front of the net. She had a chance earlier that she took a wrister, and she just kept moving it in. Nobody went, they were getting pushed out of the net was really what was going on. Good defensive job.
Be Jordan Tremblay on the face-off. So nothing doing on the power play. Shots on goal in this period are even, I believe, right?
Let's see here, pretty close. Let's see, 6 and yeah, exactly. Good math, Sheldon. You did that so quickly.
7:21 to go, still tied at 1. No scoring here in the second. Puck into the Lightning zone, out to the point. Moved outside the zone momentarily by Jade Roloff. And Holy Family will take over there. Here comes Wojtke. Wojtke moves it deep behind the Lightning net. Chasing it there is Charchenko. Sliding it in front. Charchenko looking for the tip off the shot of Wojtke. Again, right in front. Now a backhand slides across the crease and wide.
Another nice poke check by Trask.
You know, and that doesn't show up in the save percentage.
Right.
Always, but she's
that's at least a couple of those.
Foiled a couple scoring
Exactly.
chances with poke checks. Out to center ice, slides into the Holy Family zone, but it'll be an icing call on the Lightning. No scoring in the second. We're tied at 1 with 6:25 to go, second period.
Well, either Holy Family was really flying in that first period, and the Lightning were not, or the Lightning have stepped up a notch because they look like they're about the same speed as Holy Family right now. Would you agree?
I think so, and I think the Lightning are skating better this period.
Yep, a lot
And
better.
the puck control just a little better.
Yeah, they know where they're going with it, not panicking.
And they're willing, that time it didn't work, but they're willing to make one move to get open and open up a passing lane.
And that was still a better move than just passing it to anywhere.
Exactly. Now here comes Tilma into the zone. Her shot goes wide. Caitlin Rock for the Fire, trying to get it out to center. She will. And turning and chasing it down is Hannah Mark in her own zone. Quick cross ice pass goes to Zelenak. Now Mark will try it again. Mark to Callie Reed. It comes into the Holy Family zone. Vekic applies the forecheck but can't control it. Puck comes to the Lightning line. Broking tries to move it up the boards. Vekic has the puck bounce off the wall kind of oddly, and the puck still loose in the Lightning zone. Now cruising in for it is Keppel. Keppel chases it behind the Lightning net. Back to the point. Kept in. Shot doesn't get through. Vekic will clear it into the corner. Comes back again to Padish. Padish. Now a shot by Keppel comes right on, and that's saved by Trask. She'll hold for a faceoff, and the faceoff will be to her right. 4:55 to go, second period. Tied at 1.
Trask certainly saw that one, but the one you described just before that, she didn't have any idea. It hit one player, then another player, and went wide. And then she found it.
Tilma taking the draw and winning the draw for the Lightning. They've also been much better on the faceoff this period.
And even their one-on-one battles, they're not losing them all.
No, 50-50 battles have been more 50-50 battles this period.
Right.
Just like that.
Yeah, exactly.
As digging it out was Callie Reed. Can't move it past center ice. Comes to Mark, bangs it off the boards. And now here come the Lightning. Quick 3-on-1, centering pass. Oh, tried the return pass once too often. And the Lightning don't get a shot. They didn't really have time to spread and set that up too much.
No, and they didn't stagger themselves very well. They kind of came in 3 across, and you gotta bring it in at different angles.
Yeah, and they didn't really have time because they were already 5 feet inside the blue line when that developed.
Yeah, but the only thing that could have happened is that trailer just had to stay back a little bit further than they did.
Puck at center ice. And picking it up and moving it is Roloff. Jade Roloff works into the corner. Puck taken away from her by Limke. On the near boards, here comes Moss. Moss out to center ice. Her pass doesn't connect. Lightning move it out to center, and Moss will try it again. Delayed offside. Holy Family clears as the Lightning will tip it out to center. Tremblay chips it in. Can't find it after that. And now out to center ice comes Rock. Caitlin Rock shoots it deep into the Lightning zone. Far side it goes to Cronin. Cronin back to the point. Boy, when they're on, they're moving the puck quickly.
Yeah, they get set up and then they start moving it.
Puck slides out to center. It'll come all the way in on Blair. As showing some speed coming behind was Elich. Couldn't quite get to the puck. Puck slides to the near side where Caitlin Rock plays it back to Padish. Padish loses it, trying to come out front. Shot doesn't get through. Back to the point. Reed will take a shot that goes just wide. Actually, that was Hannah Mark that took that shot.
And the work behind the net before that was the 7th grader Mercury. Playing like a senior.
The cross ice pass doesn't connect, and Holy Family into the Lightning zone and making changes. Vekic will move it out to center. Comes near side. Bischoff, that's Jazzy Bischoff, moves it ahead. Can't do anything with it. A lot of play at center ice right now with 2 minutes left in the period. Long shot goes wide. We're still tied at 1. Mercury Bischoff gets it out to center. Puck taken away from her there by Hickey. Fighting for it there is Tilma. Tilma moves it ahead to Callie Reed. Reed shoots it in, and going after there was Pierce. Puck comes to the line. Reed keeps it in momentarily, and now out to center, and with some speed, here comes Keppel. Keppel bothered from behind, also at the end of a shift. Lightning to the point, not out. Valentini will keep it in. Shot right on. Trask makes a save, scramble, and Trask has it covered.
Made the first save, and then another rebound came hacking at her, and able to smother that one finally.
Face-off will come to Emily Trask left with 1:16 to go in period 2.
9-6 shots on goal in favor of Holy Family in this period. They outshot the Lightning 13-2 in the first.
But we're still tied at 1. That's the important part of the scoreboard.
Part, right.
Puck tapped to the point, not out. Valentini shot right on. Or a Paydish rather. Now puck slides just past the far post. Back to the point, kept in there by Morgan. And Vekic. Stick handles out to center. Off the boards. And Vekic is going to get a penalty for cross-checking, and she was not happy.
Interference.
There should have been an interference call against Holy Family, and Vekic took exception and just pushed the interference out of the way and got a penalty of her own.
And I think that's what you have to do as far as the rules in high school hockey. You're supposed to just skate around them, even though they're blocking your way. It just sounds counterproductive to playing hockey to me.
So Vekic takes a 2-minute minor. 40 seconds left in the period. Face off to Trask right. Puck to the point, kept in there by Kelly. Kelly shoots it toward the net. Lightning try to move it out, can't. Here's Keppel, centering pass. Oh, all alone but unable to pull the trigger. Now a centering pass is blocked into the corner. Boy, those all looked really close, and then nothing came of it. I don't think even a shot on goal out of all of that.
Yeah, I think you're right. Penalty now.
And this one will go against the Fire, so we'll even up. There was a body checking call, I believe, or cross checking behind the net on Maeve Kelly.
5 minutes.
5-minute boarding?
Yeah.
Well, I heard the boards rattle. I did not actually see the hit. So we'll skate 4-on-4 for 1:26, and then the Lightning will have a 3.5-minute power play next period.
I didn't see the check. I just heard the rumble.
Yeah, same here. Broking with 3 seconds, shoots it in, and that's turned aside as the buzzer goes. No scoring in the second, but an eventful last few minutes of the period with some penalties. As Lightning and the Fire complete 2 periods. We're still tied at 1 on 1320 and 93.1 KOZY.
Grand Rapids Public Utilities asks you, please don't flush your disposable wipes. Sanitary sewer systems and treatment plants are not designed to handle wipes used for changing diapers, personal hygiene, and more. They cause problems when flushed down toilets. They gum up the plumbing system, clog pipes and pumps, and cost money in additional maintenance costs. Grand Rapids Public Utilities staff ask residents that use wipes to put them in the trash. Don't flush them. For more information, check out GRPUC's Facebook page. Grand Rapids Public Utilities, where service is their nature.
Need exceptional automotive service? Automotive Electric is the name to remember.
employing ASE certified professionals who are known for their experience and honesty. From air conditioning to alignments, brakes to battery checks, and steering to suspension, they can keep your vehicle in tip-top shape. In addition, they offer shuttle service in loaner vehicles, so you won't miss a beat in your busy life. Come see Mike, Mark, Troy, Jake, Bill, and Billy for all your repair needs. Automotive Electric, Highway 2 West, Grand Rapids.
Welcome to Ask Your Agent with the Move It Sisters, Frankie and Billy Joe with the Move It Real Estate Group. When searching our website, moveitsisters.com, sometimes you will see a status of contingent offer. What does this mean? A contingent offer means an offer has been made and the seller has accepted, but there are certain criteria that has to be met. The common contingencies are appraisal, home inspection, and mortgage approval.
For honest guidance in buying or selling of a home, call the Move It Sisters. We're the realtors that make you feel at home.
Clafton Skate and Sporting Goods has you covered for the hockey and skating season. You can now lease new and reconditioned skates from beginner to pro. Clafton's offers figure skates from Rydell. You will also find a huge selection of hockey sticks and brands like Bauer, CCM, Under Armour, and more. Check out their website for fall and winter hours at claftons.com. Located across from ICC Grand Rapids, Clafton Skate and Sporting Goods, they're more than just hockey.
Brookstone Manor sits between two churches on a tree-lined street nestled in a well-established family neighborhood in Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids' premier senior living community has decades of experience providing engaging social, recreational, and educational experiences for today's active seniors. Whether it's the baking and grilling clubs, regular outings, scheduled worship services, meals made from scratch, or Brookstone's caring staff, Brookstone Manor Senior Living is a Partners Senior Living option.
And back at the IRA Civic Center, still tied at 1 after 2 periods. And I don't know, that was a more fun period.
Yeah, it was a lot more fun to watch, especially if you're a Lightning fan. Way more even, especially in the first part of that period, probably half of it. Towards the end of it, it did seem like the Lightning were spending a little more time in their zone, but they're doing a lot better job of moving the puck up from behind their net and out of the zone, and just doing, great job in nets is Emily Trask. She's stopping the first shot and not giving them many good rebounds, and if she does give them a rebound, the D are on it.
And for the Lightning, the biggest difference in that period was, for the most part, they were able to come out of their own zone easier.
Yeah, right. And I'm not sure exactly what it was. I think you said they were moving it to the center a little bit.
More.
But part of it was patience and confidence that you can handle the puck, and someone trying to make a move on one person and then start to look for the pass. And that's probably what you got to do to break that kind of forecheck.
Well, they're sending that first forechecker so quick and so hard.
Yeah.
And that was the other thing that I think the Lightning were doing is they would take that first move and get past that first forechecker, right. And then you actually have numbers right away.
And they even do it on the penalty kill. Did you see that? A couple
Yes,
times their
absolutely.
forecheck is chasing the D behind the net, and I remember that being that was something you
a
didn't
no-no.
know. Yeah, that's right. You did not do that. But when you got speed, you can do it because you chase them out the other side and you got speed to catch them.
Boy, and our camera ladies doing extra duty by crawling underneath to get in and out here. We should have video of that, but we don't.
And everybody and their uncle is helping pick up pucks on the ice.
I see that. As tied at 1, so we've had our Chuck-a-Puck. Did you and I do a Chuck-a-Puck challenge last year? I'm trying to remember.
Not last year, I don't think.
The year before we did.
I think the year before we did, yeah.
I don't even remember who won. It's never me. I'm terrible at that game.
Well, I don't know that anybody got too close, so neither one of us won anything.
Oh, no, we didn't win anything. I'm just talking about the little announcer challenge.
The mano-a-mano competition. No mas, no mas.
And I know, and people who don't come by the arena over weekends, tournaments have already started. There's a weekend tournament going on, and every weekend there are tournaments going on here at the IRA. This place is kept busy, and it's just a happening place every weekend all winter long.
At this time of year, if you're sitting at home and you're just bored, I don't care what time of day it is. short of midnight.
Right.
And after 5 a.m. But there's people here. You can come up and you can sit down, you can watch some TV, drink some coffee, watch some hockey, and chat, because there is always people in this arena.
Especially if you want to chat hockey.
Yeah, that's right.
If you want to find some basketball fans, they may not be here, but you can certainly chat hockey anytime. And I know I came here to kind of set things up a little bit after work, 1 o'clock, and man, the parking lot was full. I had to park a ways away to get in here.
When I left work, your Mazda was still in the parking lot, and I didn't think you were there. About 1:45.
I came back.
Oh, okay.
I came back. I came here and came back. That was setting up my remote access.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
See, doing a little extra work. Sometimes you got to do it.
You're a man of the job.
1-1 after 2 periods of play. We'll take another break, come back to talk about second period at 20 and 93.1 KOZY.
The folks at Lakes Gas want to share some tips for winter preparedness. Carefully use a broom to clear snow from your tank, regulator, and appliance vents. Propane tanks need to absorb heat from the air, and snow acts as slow down deliveries. Lakes Gas, Northern Minnesota's prompt, dependable propane service. lakesgasco.com.
It's that time of the year to fire up your crock pot. Hi, this is Kurt, store manager of Super One North. On sale this week, fresh, all-natural, whole pork butt roasts, 99 cents a pound. Or how about boneless stuffed pork chops, $1.99 a pound. Nothing sweeter than fresh California navel oranges, 88 cents a pound. And Bartlett pears, just 99 cents a pound. Super One Foods, proud to be part of your community.
Hello? Hey, Eddie, remember that checkers game when you told me, take-backs aren't a thing?
What?
Summer of 92.
Are you kidding? Summer of 92?
Well, my new Kasasa loan comes with take-backs.
Listen, Bobby, I got...
Take-backs, Eddie. I finally get take-backs.
Introducing the Kasasa loan. Pay ahead to save on interest. Take it back if you ever need it. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Ask for Kasasa at any Woodland Bank location or go to woodlandbank.com. Woodland Bank, member FDIC.
Whoa, what are we stopping at S&S Meats for?
We need some snacks for the deer stand, and I need to pick up some brats and other great meats for dinner at the shack.
I never think of stopping at S&S Meats before I get my deer. I do, however, always bring it in for processing. S&S Meats makes delicious sausage, venison steaks, and jerky.
You know, S&S Meats has over 40 years of experience with deer, bear, and other wild game, and they buy and trade deer hides.
S&S Meats wishes everyone a safe and successful hunt. S&S, Highway 2 West, Grand Rapids.
1-1 after 2 periods of play, both goals in the first period. What do you got for us, Tom?
Well, in that period, there was a couple more penalties, and Holy Family had 2 of them, and the Grand Rapids Greenway Lightning had 1 of them. And one of them is still being served. That happened at only 7 seconds, and that is to Holy Family. A 5-minute major, they're still going to be in the box as we start this third period. Shots on goal in period number 2 were 10-6 in favor of Holy Family. A lot closer than the first period. It's 23-8 for the total. And the scoring was in the first period, Illich from Vekic and Limke. And let's see here, I got the numbers. And let's see, Morgan and Lynn on the assists on that first goal. So.
And face-offs, 11 for 17 now, 65%. We mentioned that we thought the Lightning doing a better job on face-offs. They definitely were. Blocks, the Lightning 3, Holy Family 1. And again, not having 7 blocks in the period is because there weren't that nearly as many attempts and not as much ice time in the Lightning zone.
Well, we've got just the 2 goals. One 19 seconds in. The other one's a power play goal that happened on a 5-minute major.
Right.
So now we got another 5-minute major going. Let's see if we can get a power play goal there for the Lightning.
So the Lightning penalty kill is now 1 for 2 and power play 0 for 1, but they're going to get another crack at it as soon as the Claire Vekic penalty is over. And Claire always plays with such intensity, and she can get a little growly. I mean, it's just her intensity and competitiveness showing through. But you don't want her to have as many penalties as what she's been, as what she's had here in the first 5 periods of this season.
Yeah. Well, sometimes in ladies hockey, because of the checking rule, a player that's strong on their skates sometimes can take some penalties that they may not necessarily really had anything to do with, other than they're stronger on their skates than the opponent.
Well, and we talked about that with that 5-minute major. You probably had to give her a penalty because of the way things transpired, but that's a tough 5-minute major to take.
Yeah, it was.
There was nothing.
It was fighting for the puck,
yes.
going to the puck, both of them.
Pretty much shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, right. And then just the strength of Claire made it seem like it was a way different than just shoulder to shoulder going after the puck.
Exactly right. So it's the way it goes. It's just the way it goes,
That's
right?
Another one of those weird rules, kind of like interference in professional football. Kind of hard to call. And
we do have some video feeds going. Our YouTube feed is going, and Holy Family has their videographer here shooting video. And Up North Hockey's here as well. So I guess some people maybe can go back and look at some video.
Well, and at one point, the guy right next to us was doing some broadcasting and had the video. Now his camera's not up, or at least his video isn't up. Is it the other guy? Because now there's another one that moved in down next to him. He came late, but I wonder if they're all part of the same team there for Holy Family.
Yeah, I think one of those is a team video, and then the one closest is the live stream.
Okay.
Yeah. As Holy Family hits the ice, and shots on goal that period again. At one point, they were 8-8.
6-6.
Or 6-6, that's right. One point, they were 6-6 in the second period, but then Holy Family ended on a little bit of a flurry.
Yeah, and now we see Holy Family already out here on the ice to start the third period. No sign of the Lightning. Maybe Hajduk knows. This ice is not setting up as fast. Let's stay in here and give it some more time, because you can still see water on the rink right now. Start of the last period, we saw the puck stop a couple times, especially near the net.
Well, it is a lot warmer in here than it was at Bemidji.
I don't know. Every time we go to that rink, they just must make a point to keep that cold for broadcasters, because there's a heater, but it's down lower and it's aimed underneath us, so it doesn't do us one darn bit of good. And yeah, I'd swear they keep that about 25 degrees.
I'm looking forward to IRA hockey this year. The heater right above us, the last 2 years has never been turned on, and it was on tonight, baby.
Right.
It was comfortable in here.
It feels good in here. I almost had to take a layer off.
Not quite.
Well, I could, but then I'm going to lose it.
As Lightning coaches come out on the ice, Brad Hajduk, Reed Larson, and Kelsey Johnston.
Geez, that's quite a list of coaches. I mean, you really got to take advantage of some of that experience, and you can roll. And they got a bunch of people listed here, and I don't even know if they're part of the program.
I don't know.
This was part of the roster when we did the Bemidji game. But Brad Hajduk, lots of experience there, playing hockey, coaching as well. Illikainen, he's got some experience. Reed Larson, the ladies that are on the team. Gundy, Mike Newton. I mean, there's a lot of people involved that really must help this program be what it is.
Oh, I'm sure there is. And you mentioned Coach Brad Hajduk, of course, his dad, longtime coach at Hibbing.
Right.
And now back assistant coach, at least he was last year.
And help me out here. One of the Hajduks was an incredible goaltender for Hibbing, and I think he went on to play somewhere else afterwards.
Well, Brad was a goalie.
Was he? Okay.
Yep.
Was there a John Hajduk?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. For Hibbing or for Virginia now, I'm thinking.
I'm thinking it was Hibbing,
okay.
Yeah.
But I do remember that name as well. Certainly another great goaltender from the Iron Range. For a while, it just seemed like the Iron Range turned out goaltenders left and right, between all the goaltenders in the 50s from Eveleth that were in Leprestes and others from Eveleth. You had in the early 70s or mid-70s, Kevin Constantine playing in the NHL a bit and coaching in the NHL. John Casey certainly.
Did Wasilovich from Falls ever go play college hockey? He was in the 72 state tournament.
Yeah, I believe he played college, not pro. Lefty Curran for the Falls played, I think was basically the only goalie the Minnesota Fighting Saints ever had.
Okay. Lefty Curran.
I don't know where all that stuff came from, but
well, I just saw something in the Herald Review where Mike Antonovich was going to show up in 1969 or something at a
Right.
kind of a range game, but he's going to wear his Minnesota jersey for the first time. He just signed to go play hockey down there.
And I think we're waiting a little bit to let the ice firm up here, make sure that there's not too much moisture on it.
Yeah, you would hate to have a puck stop in front of the net, and that'd be the game changer.
Yeah, exactly right. But a little bit of moisture looks like just inside the Lightning blue line and a little bit more behind the Lightning net. We're 4-on-4 as we start for 1:15, and then the Lightning will have a power play. Right there you go.
There's that puck stopping twice.
Twice, 3 times. As, does the referee have the ability to just blow the whistle on that?
I don't think so. I think they got to
Yeah.
wait till it stops and then give some time to set it up.
Boy, as that puck just stopped 3 times, it's played back into the Lightning zone now. 47 seconds left to go in the GRG play as Broking has the puck stop on her. Puck just inside the Lightning zone. It'll be played behind the net. I don't think they waited quite long enough this time.
Here's some fans even hollering about it.
Yeah. Played back to the point. The Fire with a shot. That's blocked. Rebound. That's blocked as well. 16 seconds left in 4-on-4 hockey.
Nice job in front of the net there by Hannah Mark for the Lightning.
Now behind the net goes Pierce. Pierce has the puck taken away from her. Put back into the Lightning zone. Claire Vekic is out. Lightning on a power play. That shot is blocked. And Claire skated off the puck by her own player. And now it's shot out to center ice. Shot back into the Lightning zone. They have 3:23 in a major lead. And again, overskating the puck. Shot right on. And again, the Lightning overskate the puck with moisture on the ice. And finally, out to center ice, here comes Vekic. Her shot deflects into the corner. Reed goes after it.
Glad to see Broking is okay. She blocked that last shot. She's leaning a little bit on the bench, but I think she'll be back out.
So we're not sure who's playing what position. Now we got it all straightened out. For quite a while, we only had one defense on the ice for the Lightning. But now Vekic realizes it's a power play. She goes back to the point. Puck played back to Vekic at the point. Shot right on, and Blair makes the save and holds on. 2:37 to go in the Lightning power play. 14:43 in the period, and tied at 1.
That's one of those occasions where Claire Vekic gets that puck, and I know she's trying to score, but she shot right into the breadbasket of the goalie. And keep it down if you're going to do that. Keep it down, hope for a rebound, put it in the goalie's skates, and make it trouble for them.
Faceoff will come to the right of goaltender Sedona Blair. And there's still some moisture in the Lightning end. Not as bad down in the Holy Family side where the puck is right now. Puck goes in to Blair. Now it's shot down the ice. And back to get it quickly is Cronin. Cronin will be the first one there. Vekic, double team behind the net. She'll move it to the far side. And Holy Family sending 2 forecheckers on the power play.
Yeah, I think they're just so confident in their speed that, one takes in, she backs off, the other one comes in.
Now Reed will move it out to center ice. This is Kelly Reed. Gains the blue line. Puts on the brakes, waits for help as the Lightning making changes. Play it back to the point. Nicely done and timed, kept in. Comes back to the point again and still kept in by Hannah Mark. Or is that Kaiser Reed on that side now? Mark on the near side. Reed moves in but can't keep that one in as it comes out to center. Minute 28 in the Lightning power play. Here comes Bischoff. Her shot right on Blair. Puts that aside. Now here's Tremblay. Tremblay tries to move it to Bischoff. That doesn't connect. Oh, nice kick save. Keeping it in. Here's Bischoff. A little bit of room. Shot right on. Rebound. Skips past Tremblay.
Nice shot by Mercury Bischoff because she did put a low pad side. Almost a rebound for the Lightning.
And what a beautiful skate save at the blue line to set that play up by Hannah Mark.
Yeah.
Vekic moves in, a little bit of room, shot, saved by Blair. Vekic again, corrals it at the blue line, backhands it toward the net. The Fire move it up the boards, Broking pinches in.
Nice
Lightning
job.
making changes, Broking ties it up long enough. Comes back to Vekic, Vekic shot, off the pipe! Broking on the far side. Long shot, Blair scoops that up and holds on. Blair was beat.
Because of how the angle that came off the pipe after it hit it, that was close to going in.
Came off inside.
That's right behind the goalie again. And she's lucky she didn't knock it in.
Yes.
Sedona.
20 seconds left in the Lightning power play as they come ever so close to taking the lead. Puck goes to the far side. Pierce moves it behind the net. Now it comes back to the point. Broking can't keep it in. Mark back to get it. And that will do it for the Lightning power play. Back out on the ice is Kelly. Didn't realize it. It was the two number 8s that took penalties, 26 seconds apart.
Yeah.
Out to center ice and back to get it is Valentini. Justina Valentini on the far side. Goes behind the Lightning net. Now back to the point to Morgan. Morgan keeps it in. Shot. Ooh, a little bit of room on the top side for Valentini, but she shot it wide. Still tied at 1 as Illich tries to shovel it out. Vekic tries to move it ahead. That's poked off her stick by Limke. Still in the Lightning zone. Now it'll slide out to center ice and down the ice. And doesn't go far enough for icing. Getting there in time was Libby Camp. Camp goes to the far side. Out to center to Cronin. Cecily Cronin.
Nice job.
That was a nice poke check there by Molly Pierce. Out to center, here's Bischoff. Mercury Bischoff, she'll just shoot it in. She's at the end of a line change. Wheels toward the bench. Applying the forecheck is Miska. Miska can't find it. Now turning, coming in, shot. That's deflected wide off the stick of Jordan Tremblay. Now Cronin. Cronin backhands it out to center. Nice job of picking that up is Limke. Limke can't move it in. Now turning the other way is Roloff. Roloff can't control it. And into the zone comes Moss. Moss's shot goes wide. Comes to Padish on the near side. Padish shovels it down low. Behind the Lightning net. And on the backhand, trying to come out front was Charchenko. She can't control it. Now Padish, that shot. Oh, that may have hit the post as well on a wrist shot in close. Fire coming close. Reed can't move it ahead. Neither can Tremblay. Now Reed again. Reed now finally out to, no, not out to center. Comes to the line, not out. Moss keeps it in. Now here's Valentini. Valentini moves it down low. Centering pass out in front. And Emily Trask will hold for the faceoff.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because the Lightning are tired, but they're kind of reverting back to the first period where they're kind of giving the passes back. I mean, you should always be able to clear it if you have enough time instead of putting it on a defender's stick. There's lots of other places to go with it. And that time, a couple times, they tried clearing it right to a defender for the Fire, so they face off in their zone to the left of Trask.
Vekic and Keppel fighting for the faceoff. It'll come back to the point to Valentini. Valentini shovels it down low for Paulson. Still in the Lightning zone. 9:13 to go. No, tied at 1. No scoring in the second or third as that one pops up over the glass and out of play. Faceoff will stay in the Lightning zone.
With it all tied up 1-1, let's thank Grand Rapids Public Utilities Commission, Clafton Skate, Lake Country Furniture, Pekegama Lawn and Sport,
Off the faceoff comes to Valentini at the point. Dumps it down low, Broking there. Moves it up the boards, but Hickey finds it there. Moves it deep for Keppel, centering pass, shot deflected. Trask with a nice save. That lost a lot of speed on the deflection. Now a shot doesn't get through. And Vekic puts on the brakes, looks for some room through center, has some, goes to the far side. Now the puck poked off her stick. Back come the Fire into the Lightning zone. Shot right on Trask, save and holds on. Faceoff will come in the Lightning zone.
Nice job by Emily Trask to stop that one. Nice job the other way by a defenseman, Libby Camp, to make a nice poke check as Vekic is coming into the Fire zone, and that goes back the other way. That's where we face off now.
Off the face-off, sharp angled shot or a centering pass slides through the crease. Trying to move it ahead was Pierce. And yeah, right now the Fire forecheck is bothering the Lightning, but now Callie Reed with some room out to center. Reed goes to the far side. Puck goes in deep. Pierce tries to play it back to Reed. Reed gets a stick on it, puts it deep. Where Padish gets it and moves it out to center. Here comes Caitlin Rock. Rock for the Fire through center ice into the Lightning zone. Reed backhands it back out to center. Padish puts it back in deep. Hannah Mark back to get it. Also there is Jazzy Bischoff. Puck rolls to the line, kept in nicely by Wojtke. Shot right on and a pad save by Trask. Another shot, don't know if that would have hit the side of the net or not, but Trask moves it into the corner anyways. Now Miska moves it to the point but not out. Bischoff, Jazzy Bischoff back to get it, can't move it ahead to the point, again not out. And yeah, you're right, just blindly moving it up the boards where it's being held in at the point time after time.
In fact, they know it, so they're starting to pinch. Their defensemen are.
That time a little better pass, and Tremblay will move it out to center. Tremblay can't control it through the blue line. And Reed back into her own zone. Reed through center ice, goes past everybody, and picked up at center by Kelly. Into the Lightning zone, Keppel. The centering pass in front of the Lightning net doesn't connect, and now Vekic has it just go off the end of her stick. To the far side, we have a whistle and offside call.
Yeah, Keppel was offside here on the blue line, couldn't get back quick enough.
6:21 to go, third period. We're still tied at 1. Lightning scoring with 19 seconds into the first period.
Right.
Haven't had anything else.
And a power play goal for the Fire.
Reed back into her own zone, moves it behind the Lightning net to Broking to Vekic, and now Vekic. Cross ice pass, doesn't quite connect with Elich. Back come the Fire rather, into the Lightning zone. Behind the net goes Kelly. All the way back to the blue line, moves it across for Rock. Now Bischoff out to center. Bischoff double teamed, has the puck taken away and played back into the Lightning zone. Callie Reed back to get it. Better hurry as she has a forechecker on her. That's Caitlin Rock. Tilma moves it to the far side. Puck behind the Lightning net. 5:22 to go. Out to center. Oh, Callie Reed. She's at the end of a shift. Just didn't have the legs to catch up to it.
Seen that kind of a lot tonight. That's early in the season. That's bound to happen.
And we'll have an icing call on the Fire. 5:08 to go. Tied at 1 in the third.
And the last few sponsors I need to thank before we go home tonight. Well, it's regulation right now, 1-1, so who knows when we go home.
They'll only play one overtime,
That's
thankfully.
right. Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital, First National Bank of Coleraine, Paul Bunyan Communications, and the Florida Ceiling Store in Chuck Miller.
Jordan Tremblay wins the draw. Back to Hannah Mark. Mark moves it down low. That one stopped by Padish, and Padish moves it out to center ice. It'll slide down the ice. We'll have another icing call. I don't know all of the camera people we've had. We've had a different one each period, but I know it's Hannah Kinnunen doing it now.
Okay. What do you got going on the sports issue tomorrow morning?
We will talk Nordic skiing, and I think Super Joe has been trying to line up Mike Grimm, maybe the Gopher play-by-play guy, to talk a little Gopher football.
Okay.
He'll be down at Iowa.
What time is that game? Is that a
3 o'clock?
3 o'clock game.
Kickoff, yes.
And that'll be on KOZY 1320 93.1, or?
It will be, starting with pregame at 1 o'clock. So Gopher football is so important they do a 2-hour pregame, you know.
Well,
pretty amazing.
At least this year they got a few positive things to talk about in that 2 hours.
Many positive things. To the point, Broking shot hits a shin pad, goes wide. Playing around the boards as Valentini for the Fire moves it up the boards, and quickly out to center ice comes Paulson. Paulson chases it deep into the Lightning zone. Stop there. And now Tilma. Tilma moves it out to center. Reed can't control that, and quickly back in. But no shot forthcoming off of Valentini's stick. Broking behind the net. Moves it to the far side to Reed. Kelly Reed gets it out to center, but can't do anything else with it. As Valentini has the puck poked off her stick by Vekic. Back into the zone goes Reed. Reed moves it to the far side. Getting there first is Cronin. Now down low, Rock applies the forecheck. Bischoff takes a couple whacks at it, but can't get it out. Limke keeps it down low, shot right on off a sharp angle. Nice save by Trask off of the Cecily Cronin shot.
Cronin was aiming for the 5-hole, just like you said, and somehow Trask was able to close that, because that was in tight, and you could see Cronin just spying that open space, thinking, I got one.
3:40 to go, third period, tied at 1. Now Mercury Bischoff moves it to the far side to Elich. Elich stick handles in, shot right on, and a nice save by Blair. The save wasn't so great, but she had Bischoff cruising in close.
Had to smother that or trap it. And offensive zone face-off, haven't had many in this period for the Lightning.
Shots on goal about 7-4 this period.
Excellent math again, Sheldon. I'm very proud of you. Where'd you go to school?
Hey, I wouldn't say. I Falls math. Thank you, Mr. Levine.
All right, nice job.
3:12 to go. Puck shot into the Lightning zone. And back behind the Lightning net. Fighting for it, there is Moss. Moss out front. Oh, and on a one-timer, great save by Trask off the stick.
She's making a lot of saves look easy.
Voitke.
Because she's just in such good position. Not panicking at all tonight. She's smooth as silk out there. She's coming into her own.
On the far side, Miska can't find it. Tremblay behind her own net. Tremblay comes up the near boards, puts on the brakes. And now out to center ice is Bischoff. Bischoff moves it deep. Lightning make changes. 2:27 to go. Still tied at 1. At the point, Tilma. Tilma fights for it there along with Kelly for Holy Family. Still in the Holy Family zone. Kelly being bothered behind her own net.
Good job by Tilma on that forecheck.
Shot gets on from sharp angle, and Blair makes that save look easy. Now Reed. Reed can't center it. Behind the net goes Limke. Limke shoots it down the ice, and we'll have an icing call. 1:53 to go, third period. Tied at 1.
Kelly, defenseman for the Fire, knows enough that, hey, we don't have to stay out here if we ice this puck, and they needed a break, so they got one.
You ever think high school will go to the NHL rule of not being able to change on icings?
You know what? I hope not. I really do.
I
hope
agree
not.
with you. Out to center ice, and running the stretch play was Hickey. Tries a centering pass, and it goes past the stick of Paulson.
Everybody went down there.
Multiple players go down along the half wall. Now out to center ice comes Elich. Elich backhands it ahead. Vekic takes a couple swipes at it, can't move it. Now coming the other way, shot. Not sure if it was a shot or just kind of went off of Limke's stick. As Vekic can't quite clear it. Now it will go out to center ice. Boy, short shifts right now for everybody. I mean, it's early season. I think everyone's pretty gassed.
Yeah, I think so.
Shot trickles in on Trask, kicks it into the corner. Final minute of the third period, still tied at 1. Except Bischoff. I don't know if she ever gets tired. Puck into the Lightning zone. Mark behind her own net, moves it to the far side. Oh, out front twice. Scramble and Trask on top of the puck. 41 seconds to go in the period.
Yeah, Emily tried to sweep one with a stick coming from the corner, and it kind of popped up high, and she had to make another save just to keep a dangerous puck from going in.
Face off to the left of goaltender Trask.
I was going to say fire calling timeout.
And Coach Randy Keppel wants the timeout. We'll keep it right here and tell you, like we said, tomorrow on KOZY, of course, it is Gopher football, and Sunday on KMFY 96.9, it is Vikings football, noon against Denver.
Yeah, how did you pick last night's game?
I picked Mayhem. Yeah, one. Yep.
Yeah, because I made the choice. We're making our picks at work.
Right.
And I go through it. I notch the ones I think, and then I call somebody else and talk to them, and I went with their pick, and it was the wrong one.
No, I had Cleveland last night. So 8-minute overtime after, if it's still tied, or is it 5? I'm trying to remember.
I think it's 8.
No.
But not positive on that.
I think 8. And it was and
got 41 seconds left here anyway in regulation.
That's right. We're not even we're close to overtime, but we're not there yet.
Not there yet.
Face-off will come to the left of Emily Trask after the timeout by the Fire. Lightning have been outshot 32-13, but we're still tied at 1. A very early Lightning goal.
We've been tied since the first period.
We have been. No scoring in the second. No scoring so far in the third. Back to the point. Slap shot goes wide. Bischoff tries to move it off the point. Doesn't get. Now Vekic taken down at center. Bischoff tries to follow up. 25 seconds left in the third. To the point, kept in by Mark. Shovels it ahead on the backhand.
She must play soccer.
Elich goes in hard. Well, I know Tilma plays soccer.
Mark's really good with her skates.
Yes, she is. With 3 seconds left into the Lightning zone, and that will do it for regulation hockey, as we will have overtime. And we were talking before, I believe 1 8-minute overtime with...
Let's see what they put up on the board here.
And they don't take any players off the ice. They just let you play 5-on-5 here in high school. And if we're still tied after that, we'll just be tied. Fit to be tied, as they might say.
Looking down here. Yep,
8 minutes.
There we go.
8 minutes and 5-on-5 hockey. And if no one scores, we'll just go home and call it good.
And if that was the case, I would think the Lightning would be okay with that after, being outshot as heavily as they have been.
Well, I think...
Great job by Emily Trask. I mean, I
Yes.
can't talk enough about the 2 games I've seen her in this year. She was a good goaltender last year, but I think she's really coming into her own, and she just seems confident. She's in the right position, so then it makes it look easy to make some pretty nice saves.
Yeah, no question. That centering pass one-timer where she was just at the edge of her crease, squared up, nicely squared up in her butterfly position, and never, really didn't give the shooter anything to go for.
Yeah, no panic, nothing. I got this, and she did.
So we open the scoring 19 seconds in. Elich from Vekic, and then on the power play,
8:10 left in the first period.
With 8:10 left in the period, it was Limke scoring the one goal they got on the 5-minute major power play. Lightning had about 60% of a major penalty that they had a power play for and weren't able to score early this period.
No, but they were able to put some pressure on their goaltender, just like the Fire did. But a good job by the penalty killers to kill that last 4 minutes of that major earlier in the game after giving up the tying goal.
But we do switch ends. I didn't remember that either.
Yeah.
So Lightning will go right to left. And the Fire from left to right. And here we go with overtime action. Tied at 1. Off the faceoff, Elich into the Fire zone. Works in against Paulson. Now Vekic. Vekic turns, has some room. Shot. Beautiful save. That might be the best save of the night for Blair. Vekic had that labeled for the low corner. Puck right in front of the Holy Family bench. Lightning move it in the zone momentarily, then it comes back out. Here's Hickey. Lauren Hickey, long shot goes wide. Paulson chases it into the corner. Behind the net it goes for Hickey again. Lightning makes some changes. Centering pass, and Trask puts her stick on that. Back into the corner. Quick shot right on. Ooh, Trask, I don't know if she was ready for that one. Another shot comes right in on Trask, and she'll make the save and hold on again.
And
Fire
again,
coming close.
Yeah, I don't think she knew where that final puck was there that she made the save on, but because of her position, she makes that save. It might even deflected once before it got there. Long shot from the blue line.
Faceoff will come to Trask left. 7:06 in overtime here. Now out to center comes Tilma. Tilma gets it ahead. Pierce works her stick loose and gets a shot that goes wide. To the point, Bischoff tries to keep it in. That's Jazzy Bischoff. To the far side now to Pierce. Pierce, nice little backhanded pass. Finds Tilma. Tilma into the corner. She had her hands out like she was trying to beg the ref for a holding call.
Or else they're trying to say, I'm not checking, I'm not checking.
Yeah, that too. Backhanded in by Rock. Into the Lightning zone. Fire make changes. Out to center ice. Rolls down the ice. No icing called. Lightning make changes. 6:16 to go in overtime. Tied at 1. Turnover. Flip toward the net. And unable to control it was Tremblay. Now on the far side, cross ice pass. Here comes Moss. And offside called.
It wasn't her with the puck as she bobbled it, but someone else had snuck in on the inside on the far side of the rink.
Faceoff comes outside the Lightning blue line. 5:59 to go. Overtime. Tied at 1. Off the faceoff, shot into the Lightning zone as Broking goes back to get it. Broking puts on the brakes, moves it up the near side. Miska, nice little backhand pass to Tremblay. Tremblay to center, goes wide. Roloff. Jade Roloff puts it deep. Now out to center, Kelly. Lightning take it back over, and Reed flips it in deep. Lightning finish up changes. Vekic applies the forecheck. Vekic, who thought she would be able to come out front, couldn't quite do it. Puck slides to the point. Kept in nicely by the Lightning for a moment. Shot right on, rebound. Elich was looking for that, had it bounce past her. Out to center ice, Mark. Goes cross ice for Bischoff. Dangerous move, but gets it ahead to Vekic. Vekic on the backhand. Tries to go forehand. Puck slides deep. Now Vekic turns again on the backhand, finds it. Oh, tries to roof it on the backhand and goes over the net. Back to the point, Mark. Low shot goes wide. Vekic turns, almost got stuck with her hand in the cookie jar with a little trip call, but that's not called. 4:32 to go, 1-1 in overtime.
Quite a few chances there. Tilma and Vekic working hard behind that net. I thought Vekic was going to sneak out with it one time. And next thing you know, it pops out in front in the slot area. Nobody there because they're all behind the net or to the side.
Now here comes Broking.
Shoot.
Her shot goes off a skate and wide. Puck at the half wall. Out to center, here comes Family Catholic. Came in one-on-one on the defense, made a couple moves, and was able to free herself up on the forehand and went high.
I don't even know if the defenseman poked it once at least, if not twice. But good job by Hickey staying on that puck and getting the shot deflected off of a, shoulder blocker and then the pipe.
I believe, I would say you are correct. As the Lightning lose, they're now 1-1 on the year with an overtime loss to the Holy Family.
The Fire.
Holy Family Catholic Fire. Got it. We'll take a break, come back with a post-game interview and a wrap-up. You're listening to Lightning Hockey on 1320 and 93.1 KOZY.
Ray's Marine is a fourth-generation business that has been serving the Northland for almost 50 years. Their passionate and experienced sales staff can help you make the right decision when choosing a new boat or pontoon for your family. Whether you're looking for a Lund, Crestliner, Bennington, Mercury, Yamaha, or Honda, Ray's Marine has the boat and motor you're looking for. Visit us on Highway 2 East or on the web at raysmarine.com. Ray Sport and Marine, when your passion is the water.
Once upon a time, there was a sleepy bear in search of a place to nap. Like the inside of a car. A coupe? Too small. An SUV? Too big. A station wagon? Just right. But as his eyelids began to get heavy... Covered it. September 30th, 2013. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Your local Farmers Insurance agents are Bob and Adam Peterson. Call them at 326-5757.
Built to last, built for fun. Now at Pokegama Lawn and Sport, discover the ultimate way to play for all seasons with a Glacier Ice House. Built right here in Minnesota, Glacier Ice Houses are not your typical ice shack. They're engineered top to bottom, from the most reliable truss roofing system on the market down to the strongest axle design. From the tighter ceiling RV grade windows to the durability of the all-cedar interior. You'll see for yourself how Glacier Ice Houses set them apart from the competition. Check them out now at Pokegama Lawn and Sport in Grand Rapids. Glacier, the ultimate way to play.
So you're ready to buy a new car, but where do you go with so many dealerships out there? Where do I go? Who can I trust? Where can I get the best deal? Well, at Hibbing Chrysler Center, you'll come into an environment that will be stress-free. You're sure to find the perfect vehicle on their huge lot, but if by chance they don't have what you're looking for, they'll get it for you. At the Hibbing Chrysler Center, you'll get straight talk without double talk. Hibbing Chrysler Center on the Beltline in Hibbing.
Fall into savings and save up to $1,000 on Stearns & Foster adjustable mattress sets at Lake Country Furniture. All Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses are now on sale, including memory foam, hybrids, and adjustable beds. Come in today and experience the handcrafted comfort and finest materials that you deserve. Get your best night's sleep night after night. Choose from over 30 sets on display. During our fall mattress sale, Lake Country Furniture, the Northlands Bedding Headquarters, Southside, Grand Rapids.
Welcome back to the IRA Civic Center. We went to overtime. The Holy Family Fire and the GRG Lightning, and the Fire won at 4 minutes and 9 seconds of that 8-minute overtime. Hickey gets the goal on a nice shot and almost to save by Trask, who did an incredible job in nets tonight for the Lightning. Shots on goal ended up being 35-15 total, and the Fire outshot the Lightning. The scoring started in the first period and only 19 seconds in. Elich on the goal, and Vekic moved it up the ice, passed over to Elich, snuck it in only 19 seconds in, 1-0. The only other goal scored in regulation was scored at 8 minutes and 10 seconds of that first period as well. Holy Family on the board, this time Limke on the goal, Morgan and Kelly, and that was a power play goal scored in the first minute of a 5-minute major to the Lightning. And let's run down the penalties. They only happened in the first and second period, and none in the third, none in the overtime. And let's see, the GRG Lightning had 2, and the Holy Family Fire had 2 as well. And shots on goal 13-2 in the first period, 10-6 in favor of Holy Family in the second, 9-5 in the third, and then 3-2 in that final overtime, 35-15. So the Fire, they go to 3-1 on this young season, and this is only the second game of the season so far for the Lightning. First one, a win up in Bemidji, and now a overtime loss to the Holy Family Fire. And don't forget, tomorrow you've got sports on KOZY with The Issue. That'll be at 8 a.m., and they've got some Nordic skiers coming in for that. And then also there is Gopher football on tomorrow afternoon. So the Lightning, it was a good game. They kind of got outplayed in that first period, especially early on. They seemed to get their legs and catch up to them late in that first period. And then the second period, a much more even game of hockey, and the same thing in the third. There was a few stretches where the Fire just were dominating play with getting to the puck a little faster and then winning those one-on-one battles more often than they were losing them. So they had control of the puck a lot more times than they didn't. So I don't see Sheldon coming up here yet. Let's go back to the studio. No, we can't do that because we're running all on computers right now. So it's just going to be me up here talking to you and telling you that the next game for the GRG Lightning will be, Cambridge Isanti, and that'll be next Friday, November 22nd. That'll be down at the Isanti Ice Arena, and that'll be a 7 p.m. game. The next one after that will be at Rogers, so they go on the road for a Saturday game at 3 o'clock. They've got quite a schedule lined up. A lot of good teams later in the season that they'll come up against, and that's the way you get the best team ready for playoffs with the hope of getting to state. That's how it works, right? So what else here? I was kind of talking a little bit about the Lightning starting the season 12-1 last year, and a lot of those same teams are on the schedule for this year to start it out. That's often how they do it. So that might work out to get them with a pretty good record, because I think they have a fairly good hockey team. And Sheldon's coming up right now, so I wonder who he caught up with. He always tries to get his man, or in this case, the young lady, to talk to. We always pick somebody before we get down there and come up with it. But in the JV game tonight, it was a 2-1 loss for the junior varsity to the Holy Family Fire, and a nice job in nets too there as well, with Mackenzie Cole doing a nice job. So great goaltending tonight on the JV and the varsity, and good hockey games, both lost by the GRG Lightning by 1 goal. Tough way to do it, Sheldon. Did you catch your person?
This is going to be a very interesting start to this interview.
Excellent.
Okay, so first, I have to set this up a little bit. So first, Amber Elich had gotten past me, so we were waiting for her to come out, so it took a while for that.
Okay.
Then somehow my recorder didn't start recording. We recorded a whole interview, looked at the recorder, said, sorry, we got to redo this. So we start with Amber and Emily laughing at me because I screwed up my recording. Okay, that's how.
How was that for you?
I'm a big guy. I can take
you can handle it.
I can take it.
Well, I was wondering why it was taking a little long. I usually run through my stats, and you're back here pronto, but a little longer tonight.
None of it?
None of it. Okay, so now you're laughing at me. We're never going to get this done. Oh, here we go. It's recording now.
great.
Isn't that terrible? Now you can make fun of the announcer for the next month or so,
No.
right? Right? And this is all going to be on the air. Amber and Emily, you got to redo the interview for me. So now that you're in practice, tell me about the first goal, Amber.
Okay, well, I don't even know. We just won the face-off. We got the puck moving. Me and Claire were going down, and I thought she was going to shoot, honestly, and then she passed it over. I just saw open net, and I just popped it in.
And the first period, the shots were very lopsided. They really put a lot of pressure on, especially in that penalty, Emily.
Yeah, there were definitely a lot of shots. I will say I was pretty tired during that penalty kill, but you know what? I'd rather have a game where I had lots of shots than a game where you barely have any.
So were you just trying to do her a favor, give her lots of shots, Amber?
I mean, no, that was not our goal intentionally, but I just told the team, we got to pick up sticks in front of the net and be on one, just like their team was on us all the time.
Well, and you did skate with them a lot more, second period especially. Did you feel good about that period?
Yeah, for sure. Our first one was a little rough, but we definitely picked it up the second. We just talked in the locker room about effort, move your feet, pick up sticks, just go, give effort, give it all.
They sent a lot of pressure on the forecheck. What did you see as you watched the defensemen and center especially try to handle their forecheck?
Man, it was interesting, but they did their job trying to block shots, and back door. There was always a girl in the back door. We got to get a little better at that, but overall it was pretty decent.
It's just the second game of the season. How do you feel about how the team is shaping up so far?
Well, our first couple of weeks were missing some girls, so we're just currently building up the chemistry between lines, but I definitely think we're getting a lot better than our scrimmages that we first played.
Well, thanks for doing a second interview. I've kept you too long now. Thanks for taking time, girls.
You're welcome.
And that is Amber Illich and Emily Trask on our post-game interview. Very graciously. Emily had to wait a long time because she had to wait while Amber came back out of the dressing room and then also do two interviews.
Well, I like the way they handled it. They gave you a hard time and had fun with it.
There you go. You have to. None of it?
None of it,
yeah. So let's see if we can let him get his. Here we go. People packing up, so we need to get done with our stuff as well. Final score 2-1 in overtime. Holy Family Catholic going to 3-1. The Lightning dropped to 1-1 on the season. And did you say what the Lightning's next game was going to be?
I did. I mentioned a couple, three of them, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, well, I left you out on an island for a while here, my friend. That will wrap it up. I think we have a little bit of Gopher basketball left to get to. Not as much as what we anticipated, but we'll get to that. Here, the final score. Holy Family Catholic Fire 2, the GRG Lightning 1. For Tom Downing, I'm Sheldon Willis. Wishing you a pleasant good evening. 1320, 93.1, KOZY.
Thanks for joining us for Lightning Hockey on 1320 KOZY and 93.1 FM. This game was brought to you by Hibbing Chrysler Center, Computer Enterprises, CarQuest Auto Parts, Woodland Bank, Brookstone Manor, Ford of Hibbing, and Super One Foods. Lightning Hockey was also brought to you by the Move It Real Estate Sisters, Range Bottle Gas, Grand Rapids State Bank, Cole Hardware, Timberlake Lodge, Shaw Florists, S&S Meats, Dale's Auto Body, and Ray's Sport Marine. This game was also brought to you by Automotive Electric Service, North and Bloom, Lakes Gas Company, Peterson Insurance, Grand Rapids Public Utilities, Clafton Skate, and Lake Country Furniture. Lightning Hockey was also brought to you by Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital, Pekegama Lawn and Sport, First National Bank of Coleraine, Paul Bunyan Communications, and Floor to Ceiling. This has been Lightning Hockey on 1320 KOZY and 93.1 FM.
The GRG Lightning, after going on the road and winning one game over Bemidji, they come home to the friendly confines to play the Holy Family Fire. 2-1 coming in are the Fire. And it went to overtime, and they did win the Fire 2-1, scoring with 4 minutes and 9 seconds left in that overtime. Hickey on the goal, but the Lightning actually led 19 seconds into the game. Elich on the goal as her and Vekic moved up the rink 2-on-1, and nicely fed over by Vekic, and Elich snuck it in the corner. So 1-0, 19 seconds in. And with 8 minutes and 10 seconds left in that first period, the only other goal of regulation scored by the Fire. Limke on the goal, Morgan and Kelly on the helpers, and that was a power play goal scored in the first minute of a 5-minute penalty. And in the penalty category, it was one penalty in the first period, that 5 minutes to the Lightning, and then in the second period, 2 to Holy Family, 1 to the GRG Lightning. And shots on goal were a little uneven, 13-2 in the first period, 10-6 in favor of the Fire in the second, 9-5 in favor of the Fire third, and they outshot the Lightning 3-2 in that overtime period, so 35-15 the final tally. The Lightning go to 1-1, and the Holy Family Fire go to 3-on-1 on the overtime goal by Hickey. And in Grand Rapids, Tom Downing reporting.
How'd it go, guys?